Hello and welcome. Today's reading is going to be about the Saturn retrograde that is going on at the moment. And I just want to see if I can give you some advice regarding what the Saturn retrograde is going to bring up in your life, or what the theme is going to be, how you're going to have to learn things, or how you're going to have to mature, because Saturn retrogrades are usually about clearing out old karma and old things that you need to leave behind. So I'm gonna see if I can help you with that. Okay. For that occasion, I'm going to use a dark mirror deck for the piles, because this is like a very brutal and heavy energy, which is on theme with Saturn retrograde. So please give me a card for pile 1. Please give me a card for people who will pick pile 1. Thank you. Pile 1 is the temple of my body. Okay. Please give me a card for people who will pick pile 2. Please give me a card for, thank you. Pile 2 is colorless angel. And let's see, pile 3. Please give me a card for people who will pick pile 3. Please give me a card for people who will pick pile 3. Please give me a card for people who will pick, thank you. Pile 3 is gilded regret. Okay. So I'm going to hold up the piles for you. Okay. There we go. So pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. So go ahead and make your selection, and I'll see you at your reading. Hello and welcome, pile 1. You picked the Temple of My Body card. So with this, it could literally have something to do with your body. Maybe you're going through some kind of a physical transformation. Maybe you're trying to diet or eat more healthy, or maybe you're trying to work out, or maybe there is something going on, like maybe you have some sort of an illness that you're having to keep under check. But look at the girl in the image, like she has all her ribs visible. So maybe this is something like maybe you're not dieting to lose weight, maybe you're dieting to gain weight, maybe you're very underweight. That is a possibility. But let's get started and see what this Saturn retrograde is bringing you. Oh my god. That was weird. I was like literally opening up the deck, and a card just fucking came out like that, and it's the King of Cups. So I'm gonna take the King of Cups as the first card. Okay, so what is Saturn retrograde gonna teach pile 1? What is this Saturn retrograde going to teach pile 1? What does pile 1 need to learn under this Saturn retrograde? Okay, we have 10 of Pentacles. Okay. What does pile 1 need to learn during this Saturn retrograde? We have 4 of Pentacles. Okay. What does pile 1 need to learn? 7 of Pentacles. Lots of fucking pentacles. Okay, what does pile 1 need to learn during this? And 2 cards. We have 3 of Pentacles in the reverse, and we have Death. Okay. I'm already seeing a pattern here. Lots of fucking pentacles. Basically, every single card is a pentacle that is minor arcana, excluding the King of Cups. Page of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. I'm probably gonna have to stop and drink a lot because it's hot. And although I have an IC unit, I still need to drink a lot. Okay. So I'm gonna clarify these, but let me just spread them out a little bit better. So based on this, I'm already gonna say that maybe you have some sort of a work ethic that is like not completely healthy. So this could be talking about maybe you have issues collaborating with people, maybe you have issues working together with people, maybe you kind of always want things to go your way, and you can't really take advice from other people. That is a possibility here, but this is like this feels very like work related. So maybe this is talking about how you behave at your workplace, but it could be also talking about family. So we're gonna see. Please clarify the King of Cups. Please clarify the King of Cups. Thank you. We have the Island. Okay. Please clarify the Ten of Pentacles. 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 Thank you. The Broom. Yeah, there is some sort of an issue here with family. That is very likely that maybe you've had a falling out with someone in your family or something of the sort. Okay, please clarify the Four of Pentacles. Thank you. We have the Rider. Okay. Please clarify the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Balloon. Yeah. Okay. And please clarify the Three of Pentacles reversed and the Death card. Please clarify the Three of Pentacles reversed and the Death. Please clarify the Three of Pentacles reversed and Death. We have the Magic Lamp. Okay, so, and we have the Letter at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is not necessarily it's not necessarily just an issue regarding work. Like what I'm seeing here is that maybe that is where it is the most obvious. Like maybe you have some kind of a work position where you can like boss other people around, or where you have like a decision-making position or something of the sort. But what I'm seeing here is more like it's more like this weird feeling of you wish that you didn't have to like deal with other people, is what I'm getting here. Like you wish you could just do everything yourself or on your own. You wish you didn't have to like work together with other people, is what I'm getting here. Although you are working on something that is like seemingly the fulfillment of your dreams, seemingly something that is going to be very positive, and something that may start like a completely new chapter in your life. But what I'm seeing here with the Death card also being here, that is just emphasized twice, that there is like a huge change going on. And like I said, we asked about the Saturn retrograde. So with the King of Cups and the Island at the beginning of the reading, I think that maybe you think, or maybe you feel like you're maybe there's an issue here with being emotionally intimate. Like it's like I said, this whole thing is not necessarily only about work. Maybe it is the most prevalent in your work situation, or maybe you use your work situation as an outlet for these things, or maybe you are kind of a workaholic and trying to like escape into your work. But what I see here is a core issue with not being able to be emotionally intimate or emotionally honest, and not necessarily just with other people, but with yourself. So there is this King of Cups at the beginning of the reading, which just fucking like roguely came out of the deck, like you saw what happened. And we have the Island under that, which is usually showing something that you feel is unattainable, you feel is unrealistic, you feel is something that you'll never achieve. But what I'm getting here with this is that you feel like you're never going to be able to be how do I put this, emotionally available, maybe. Or you might feel like you're never going to completely understand your emotions, or you're never going to be completely an emotional person. And that is probably where the Ten of Pentacles and the Broom comes in, which is family issues. It's family conflict. So I'm not necessarily seeing childhood being indicated here, but it's very, for me it seems like very, very obvious to read it in a way that this is about your family and how you grew up, and what was allowed in your family and what wasn't allowed. Because this Broom, like I said, this talks about conflict, but it also talks about like boundaries, maybe boundaries being crossed. So I feel like what you feel with this King of Cups and this Island, like you're never gonna be able to completely be in tune with your emotions, like this feeling that you're never going to be able to be completely in tune with your emotions, is because of this family dynamic that you had. Like whatever was going on in your family, maybe you were shamed for your emotions, maybe your emotions were neglected, maybe you were maybe people weren't there for you in the way that you would have required them to be. But there is definitely some sort of an upheaval here that has led to this feeling. And the Four of Pentacles and the Rider here, I might clarify that a little bit further, because for me it seems that the issue here is that you're actively avoiding your emotions in a way that you're like focusing on your work, and you're focusing on working, and you believe that through work is how you're going to achieve your dreams and how you're going to achieve happiness. Like maybe you want to make a lot of money or something like that. But this is like what I see here is like a logical fallacy, basically. So like instead of dealing with the issue that you don't feel emotionally secure within yourself, you'd rather think that if you work enough, you're gonna achieve whatever you want. But I'm not gonna lie, and I'm not trying to be mean, usually. If you don't deal with your emotions and you keep like pushing them away and you keep putting them into this box of nah, it's just not gonna happen, it's just too far away, it's just too difficult to deal with, then you're never gonna achieve this. And by this, I mean the happiness, the fulfillment, the success that you crave, because this feels like the logical fallacy of thinking that okay, if I'm like gonna be like rich enough, or if I'm gonna be famous enough, or if I'm gonna be like in a good enough position, then I'm gonna be happy, and that's gonna be like what makes my life fulfilling. But if you're not emotionally in tune with yourself, then nothing is going to make your life fulfilling, because the only way your life is ever going to be fulfilling is if you don't neglect your emotions and if you don't neglect yourself, because you are your emotions in some way. Like, your emotions belong to you, and by neglecting your emotions, you're neglecting yourself. So while you're doing that, you're never going to be living a fulfilling and happy life. And and with the death card here at the very end of the reading, this is just telling me, like, it is double confirmation that this is your theme for the Saturn return, and that this is going to be over. Like, you're going to get over this way of thinking and this way of living throughout this Saturn return, and you're going to be able to change this into something that is more healthy. Because, like I said, this almost feels like you don't want to fucking deal with people, you don't want to fucking deal with yourself, and you're just running into other activities like work. But I'm gonna clarify this Four of Pentacles and the Rider, because I'm not 100% sure about what it is. Where did I put my... There we go. Okay. Let's see. Please clarify the Four of Pentacles and the Rider. Please clarify the thank you. We have the Five of Cups. We have the Five of Cups. And we have the Five of Swords as well at the bottom of the deck. But why the Rider? Why the Rider? I think I'm gonna read the little blurb for it, because maybe I'm missing something. Okay, I'm gonna read it out loud. Energy, passion, speed, activity, news, messages. Again, this is the Rider card. This card may come in the form of either a person, a message, or an event. While the general feeling behind this card is positive, it also usually means that what comes your way is not something that will stick. Permanency is not the Rider's strong suit. Consider this card a fleeting opportunity that needs your swift action to benefit. Okay, what I'm getting from this is that this is weird, because I don't read reversals in the Lenormand deck, but this feels like a reversal. Like, this feels like a reversed energy with the Rider here. And what I'm getting at with that is that it seems like with this Five of Swords and this Five of Cups clarifying, it feels like you're holding on to all your grief and all your pain, and it almost feels like that is taking your passion for life, your energy away. It feels like you can't find happiness in the moment, like in the now. You can't find happiness in being present in the moment, because you're not actually present in the moment. You're holding on to all the hurt that you've accumulated throughout your life. Because Four of Pentacles is usually a card of holding on, and it's also like a card of hoarding. Like, look at all the money this guy is sitting on. Like, you might be hoarding your finances or your material possessions. Like, maybe what I feel here is that maybe like making money and being efficient in work is what makes you feel secure. That is what makes you feel like you can be independent, you can be free. You don't have to rely on other people, which it seems like you really don't want to rely on other people throughout your life, or in your life, or in basically anything. is what I'm getting, is that like that you wish you never had to deal with other people, basically, like I said multiple times already. And it feels like that that maybe focusing on making money is what helps you keep this feeling at bay. And by this feeling I mean like the feeling of not being completely in tune with your emotions, of not even being, maybe, or not even being sensitive to your own emotions. Maybe you're not being sensitive to your own suffering. And again, that is not like a rare thing to happen, because usually people who have suffered a lot throughout their lives, and also people with depression, they tend to like numb their own how do I put this? They tend to like numb their own sensitivity towards their own feelings and their own suffering, because after a while it's just too much, and your brain goes into like self-defense mode and like shuts these parts off, and like shuts off the sensitivity towards your own needs, because your needs are not being met, and it's so painful that you'd rather feel like you don't have any needs. So that is what this feels like. That is what this feels like every time you get in touch with your emotions a bit more, it might be like overwhelming. It might be very difficult. It might be very painful, is what I'm getting. And due to that, you feel it just feels like you're putting this off. You're with this island, you're putting off your own emotional healing, and you're putting off dealing with your own emotions, when in truth you are in desperate need of dealing with your emotions. And you not dealing with your emotions is also seemingly manifesting in you not wanting to deal with other people, because maybe if you are someone who has like very suppressed emotions, then you're not going to be able to deal with your own emotions. But the other side effect of that is that you're also not going to be able to deal with other people's emotions, because you might think that if someone expresses emotions, they are like too much, they are too dramatic, they are too sensitive and stuff like that, and you would just rather not deal with that shit because you feel like it's pointless, when in truth you are the one who's not dealing with your own emotions, and that is why this feeling comes up in you. Okay, so that's what I've been getting so far. And like I said, this has something to do with family dynamics. This has something to do with the conflicts within your family. Like maybe you were not allowed to express emotions. Maybe you were not allowed to express needs. Again, this is something that I can relate to, because I also grew up in a home where I wasn't allowed to express emotions and needs. And I know that it leads to a plethora of different, very, very difficult issues in adulthood. So again, what I feel like here is that you're obviously not consciously holding on to your pain and your disappointment, because this is like not a conscious thing. We don't do these things on purpose. We don't do these things on purpose. We do these things subconsciously without even us realizing what we're doing. With the Four of Pentacles and the Rider, that's what seems to be taking away your zest for life. And it's just a feeling that with the Seven of Pentacles and this balloon, it just feels like your thought process is, if I work hard enough, and if I work enough, and if I work a lot, then I'm going to one day reach this perfection, or this happiness, or this fulfillment, or whatever. And I feel like this combination, it feels like it feels like how oh my god, I don't even know what it was, like what the original thing was, but but I'm like I'm like gonna try to explain it. Like it's like when you like put a little fishing rod um and like attach it to like the horse that is pulling the whatever it's called to plow the fields. And like people would like attach like a fishing rod type thing to the horse's back or neck, and it would have like a carrot on a string in front of them, and the horse would like continuously move forward because they wanted to reach the carrot, but the carrot was attached to them, so they never reached the carrot. They just saw the carrot that it's there, and they went after it, but the carrot would never be reached because it was something that was fixed to them. And that's what this feels like. This feels like this if I work hard enough, and if I work enough, and if I like completely devote my entire life to my work and whatnot, then I'm gonna be like happy. This feels like a carrot on a stick. This feels like the carrot on a stick. Like it feels like the issue is not with where you are right now, or the issue is not with how do I put it? The issue is not with what you think. The issue is your work ethic. The issue is your idea about how to reach fulfillment. Because like I said, it's a carrot on a stick. It feels like no matter how much you work, no matter how much you gather like resources, it doesn't matter how good you are, you're never gonna feel you're never feeling fulfilled. You're never feeling I don't know, you're never feeling like you've actually accomplished something. So maybe this could be like a theme with you that you're like not really feeling accomplished after you've accomplished something, because you are already set on the next thing that you want to accomplish, and you don't feel like you're accomplishing anything, even if you do. Like that feel this feels like that. This feels like I knew it was gonna come up. I fucking knew it was gonna come up. I knew it. I posted on my YouTube, but also my Facebook, that I had like a channeled message come through out of nowhere yesterday, but I just didn't record it because I like didn't have the time and the energy for a reading to be recorded, and it was also just a very specific, very short message, and that's what I'm getting here. Like this feels like that, and in that message, I'm gonna read it. But in that message, I was talking about perfectionism. And this feels like perfectionism. And again, I know that because I'm also a recovering perfectionist, so I know exactly how shitty that is. When it doesn't matter what the fuck you do, it doesn't matter how good you do it, you never feel like you accomplished anything. You never feel like you're good enough. It's the carrot on a stick. You're gonna go and go and go and go forever, and you're never gonna fucking reach that carrot. Because that carrot is not real. That carrot is just attached to your expectations of yourself. And your expectations of yourself are unrealistic. And the issue here is that you feel like it feels like you don't even, it feels like you don't even deserve to be happy. It feels like you don't even deserve to be, to feel good, unless you put in like 150% into everything, and you like completely destroy yourself in how much you work, and even then it's not gonna feel accomplished. Even it's not gonna make you feel accomplished. That's what I get here. This like perfectionist attitude is what I get with these cards, and I'm gonna read that message that I had coming through yesterday and what I posted. So I don't think many people have seen it, and it's kind of a little bit difficult to find these posts on YouTube, so I'm just gonna read it. I'm just gonna look for it and read it. Oh my god, fuck off. Fuck off! I already have YouTube Premium. But only because I'm a... only because I'm a pupil or a student, sorry. And I get it like for half the price. Because I'm a university student. Okay, so here is what I wrote. Yeah, I had a channeled message come through yesterday. Unfortunately, I didn't have the time, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so channeled message was, don't wait for yourself to be perfect because that is never going to happen. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be authentic. Perfectionism is just a coping mechanism for feelings of inadequacy and a low self-esteem. Perfectionism is a trap. It's your mind telling you that you're not good enough. However, it doesn't matter what you actually do. It is never going to tell you that you're good enough because it's just the expression of your own dissatisfaction with yourself. Perfectionism is the voice of the oppressor within you. It's the voice you have to learn to stop listening to. And yeah, this is like where I say that I'm also a recovering perfectionist, and I had to learn that all it does is hold you back from achieving real progress and making decisions. Perfectionism is the mother of procrastination. It's born out of fear and the lack of belief in our own abilities and or self. It causes us to hesitate or delay acting because it makes us believe we aren't good enough for whatever it is we want to achieve. Today, choose progress over perfection. And then I posted like a picture of a quote that says, progress is the result of imperfect action. Embrace it and keep moving forward. Okay, so that's the energy I get with these cards. That's the energy I get with these cards. This perfectionist attitude. This perfectionist attitude of feeling like it doesn't matter what you achieve, you always feel like you need to do more. You always feel like you're not doing enough. You always feel like if you do enough, then you're going to achieve this happiness, but that's not how you're going to achieve this happiness. You're going to achieve this happiness by being in tune with your emotions. And yeah, it's hard. And the reason it is hard is because that's the way forward, because it's usually the hardest thing, or the thing that we want to face the least, that moves us forward. And yeah, like I said, I also have experience with this, so it seems to be hard for a reason. It's hard for a reason, and the reason is because this is what would actually help you move forward. That's why it's hard. That's why it's hard, because actual forward motion and actual change is incredibly difficult. But like I've said before, we have the death card here at the very end of the reading, telling me that you are going to overcome this whole thing. You are going to overcome. You are going to overcome it. Okay. Let's see if I can check anything else. What else is... Thank you. What else is Pile 1 supposed to learn from this Saturn retrograde? We had the Seven of Cups, the Star. What else is Pile 1 supposed to learn from this Saturn retrograde? What else is Pile 1 supposed to learn from this Saturn retrograde? What else is... Oh, okay. We have the Chariot. Okay. What else is Pile 1 supposed to learn from this Saturn retrograde? What else is Pile 1 supposed to learn from this Saturn retrograde? What else is Pile 1 supposed to learn from this Saturn retrograde? Oh, fuck! We have the High Priestess, and we had like 2 cards here. Two of Swords and Ace of Cups in the reverse, both of them. And we have the Knight of Cups. And the Page of Cups, like at the bottom of the other deck. Queen of Coins. Yeah. Yeah, okay. This is telling you that there's something you really want. There's something here you really fantasize about, you really want to achieve. It's not completely obvious for me what it is, honestly. But there is something here that you fantasize a lot about. There's something here you have very high hopes for. It's something that I think I'm gonna pull like a couple more cards. Like, it could be like romantic, because we have the Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck, but and also the Page of Cups at the bottom of the other deck. But I'm gonna clarify this. Like, what is this? Seven of Cups and the Star. What is the Seven of Cups and the Star? We have the Eight of Wands. Maybe you want to talk to someone. Maybe you want to talk to someone here. King of Coins, Justice. Yeah. King of Coins, Justice. Yeah. You may have had like falling out with someone, or maybe this is just something that you haven't talked to someone in quite a while, and you want to go and talk to this person, is what I'm getting here. And it seems like what I'm getting here is that whatever it is that you're uncertain about when it comes to this situation, you already know the answer, because your intuition is like trying to come up and tell you. Your intuition is here very strongly trying to tell you about this situation and what to do. Because this seems like there is like something you fail to decide on. Like, there's some sort of a decision here that you would need to make that you refuse to make. It's not necessarily like you refuse to make it on purpose. Maybe this is just like a subconscious thing, again, like I said. When I say things like these, I don't necessarily like want to how do I put this, accuse you of doing these things on purpose, because very often we do these things subconsciously. But there is something here that you fail to decide on. There is some kind of a decision here that needs to be made, and the reason you're not deciding is because your self-love is not where it needs to be. Your self-love is lacking, and it makes you stall in your decision, when in truth your intuition is here with the High Priestess telling you what to do, but you're too afraid of it, is what I'm getting. You're too afraid of it because you have some sort of an issue with loving yourself, or maybe you have some sort of an issue around love, like I said, with the Knight of Cups being there. This could be like a romantic situation, not 100% sure, but yeah, what it seems like is that, okay, this is again going to sound a little weird or maybe a little insulting, but it feels like you're so used to making decisions out of fear that you are struggling to make a decision out of love. Like you're struggling to have love as your motivation instead of fear, because you're so used to always making decisions out of fear. And again, this goes with the perfectionism that is also fear-based. That is also because perfectionism is based on the fear of us not being good enough, and us not being I don't know, good enough. Yeah, it's an issue with self-esteem again, and self-love, and feeling like we're never going to be good enough no matter what we do. And that is how we externalize it into perfectionism, and trying to be as good as possible in certain things that we do. But very often it just holds us back and makes us stall, like I said in the channeled message that I had. So again, what I get here is that you're choosing not to engage with your emotions out of fear. That is a choice based on fear. You're choosing to not go forward with this decision, whatever it is that is probably concerning like love or whatever, out of fear. You don't want to really collaborate with people or be around people that much, also out of fear. And you're doing this perfectionism thing out of fear, and you're holding on to your past hurt out of fear. That is taking away the like I said, that is taking away the happiness that you could have in the moment. Sorry, 1 second. And again, like I said, I'm not trying to like make you feel bad about this whole thing, because you're not doing this consciously. You're not actively making a choice and doing this. But the point here is that when you are wired to behave in this way, when you are wired to act out of trauma and act out of fear, then the only way you can leave that behind is if you choose to act differently. Like when you choose to do the harder thing, when you choose to go the harder way. Because if you don't actively choose every single time, then you're going to stay in your old patterns. And that is basically how you reprogram, you rewire your brain. You just have to make the conscious decision every single time to act differently and do things differently. And it's really fucking difficult in the beginning, but the more you do it, the more easy it will become. Because the more experience you have in doing it, the more understanding you have, and the neural pathways in your brain are going to default to this behavior after a while when you have practiced it enough. So that is basically how you rewire your brain, like I said before. But what I'm seeing here is that there is this situation, like going back to the Saturn retrograde thing, like there is this situation with this someone you haven't talked to in a while, probably. Like it feels like you have a lot of fantasy energy and a lot of hope energy in talking to this person. Like it feels like you really want to talk to this someone, and it also feels like your intuition is telling you to fucking do it. And it also feels like you're kind of it feels a little bit like you can barely hold yourself back from doing it, but you're still holding yourself back from doing it. But why? Why? Because of this. Because you need to make some sort of a decision, and you are not familiar with making decisions out of love, is what I'm getting here. And it is also telling me that since this came up for your like Saturn retrograde reading, the Chariot is also telling me that this is not going to last. Like this situation is not going to last much longer. Like if there is indeed someone you want to talk to, that would involve some sort of a bigger decision that you've been refusing or failing to make, that might have something to do with either your self-love or love in general, then this situation is going to resolve and is going to move forward quite quickly in the future. Like it seems like this Saturn retrograde is going to bring this situation to a close. And by that I mean that the closing of the situation is going to be that you're no longer going to be struggling to make a decision. You're going to be able to make a decision, and you're going to be able to talk to this person, is what I'm getting here. Okay. Let's get some other decks for confirmation and whatnot. Okay. Anything else for pile 1? Anything else for pile 1? what they need to learn during the Saturn retrograde. We have Sagittarius, I see. Okay, what else about? Thank you. We have Aquarius, I know. Okay, what else? What else for pile 1? Ooh, we have lunar eclipse change. Yeah, like the death card, which means the exact same thing. Okay, and we also have, oh my god, we also have Scorpio, I transform, and under that we have Cancer, I feel. What was I saying? What was I talking about with your feelings, with your emotions? Okay. So with this, I'm getting a pattern of you learning how to let go. You might have like control issues, but I think I mentioned that in the beginning of the reading, that I was picking up on that energy. Like maybe you could be having control issues. And with the energy of Sagittarius of the energy of is the energy of letting go and letting things flow the way they are supposed to. It's like it's like a very wise energy. It's a very wise energy, and it understands that it can't always control situations, and it shouldn't always control situations. I'm trying to like put this in a way that I have like a very difficult time putting this energy into words, because I feel like you might be the type of person who is too afraid to go after what they truly want, and then due to fear, choosing that out of fear, says that, oh, okay, I'm just gonna let it go and like let it unfold the way it's supposed to, and I'm not gonna do anything to move things further. So I get this energy. That out of fear you would rather let things go, and then you think that you are doing the right thing by letting them go, when in truth you would have to go after them and you would have to do something about them. But you think that you're doing the right thing by letting them go. And at the same time, also out of fear, you have this issue of maybe wanting to control certain people or certain situations, or maybe the image people have of you or something like that. So it's like difficult. Like at the same time, there's like control issues in wanting too much control, and then control issues in not taking control when you're supposed to take control, is what I'm getting. This feels like you would, like I said, this feels like you would rather not go after something you truly want, and you would like rather say that, okay, you like let it go and like whatever happens, happens, and so on and so forth, when in truth it would be within your power to go after that thing and to make it happen, but you're too afraid, and you would rather just say that, oh, it's not my job, it's gonna like resolve itself or something. And other times you're too afraid of maybe how people see you, or you're too afraid of feeling like you're not independent enough, or you don't have enough control, and then you're like overly controlling maybe how people see you. Maybe maybe you're trying to control other people's behavior, things like that. But that is why it's difficult to translate the Sagittarius energy to you, because you have the issue both with it feels like you both have the issue with letting go things that you shouldn't, and holding on to things that you shouldn't. So that's what I'm getting. But with Sagittarius, it's a wise energy, because there is discernment in it. It's not just letting everything go. It's not just letting everything go and like, I don't know, waiting for someone else to figure shit out, or waiting for the universe to like align in your favor. and stuff like that. Like, to some degree it is. To some degree it is, but it's not about completely letting all things go. Sagittarius is a fire sign. It would definitely go after something that it wants. Sagittarius is probably the most notorious for going after things that they want. Save Aries, maybe. Sagittarius is someone who doesn't let themselves be, I don't know, tied down by the ideas that other people have about them. Sagittarius is like a very free energy. But we also have Aquarius here. And with Aquarius, again, I know is the sentence here, and we already had the High Priestess. Like, we saw the High Priestess being here. Like, whatever this situation is, maybe with this person or maybe with this work ethic thing, your intuition has been trying to come through for quite some time, is what I'm getting, and you already know what you're supposed to be doing. You're just it feels like you're too afraid. And again, I'm not trying to make you feel bad about being afraid, because I know exactly how fucking horrifying this can be, and I know that we as human beings have the tendency to put things off, put these scary things off for as long as humanly possible. But it's not gonna be humanly possible for much longer. That's why we have the change card. That's why we have the death card. Like, what this is telling me is that this Saturn retrograde is going to fucking force you into dealing with this. This Saturn retrograde is going to force you into dealing with your emotions, dealing with what you feel. And maybe there are like something going on with your mom here, because Cancer is like usually referred to as the mother of the zodiac. So there could be like something here concerning your mother that you need to work on. And again, we also have the Scorpio I transform. So like I'm saying here, whether you want to or not, this you're gonna change. Like, whether you want this change or not, you're going to be forced into it, is what I'm seeing here. Like, the universe had enough. The universe had enough of you not acting towards your highest good, and not seeing how you are destroying your own life, is what I'm getting here. And holding yourself back from opportunities and things that would make you, I don't know, make you happier, make you feel better. And that's what I'm getting here. I'm also gonna, where is it? I also wanna like grab this deck, because this is like a new deck that I haven't used yet. I don't think I used it before. Yeah, I haven't. And I'm also gonna grab some messages from here. We're almost at an hour, so I'm gonna wrap this up soon. Okay. Anything else for pile one? Anything else for pile one? Anything else for pile one, please? Anything else for pile one, please? Anything else for pile one? Oh, we have relationship. Yeah, looks like we're talking about a relationship. Your primary relationship is with yourself and God, and every other relationship follows from there. To attract, heal, or balance a relationship, then snuggle more closely with your loving Creator. As you feel safe and loved within, so shall your other relationships bloom and prosper. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Like, if there is this issue with this person who you really want to talk to, and there is some sort of a decision you would need to make, and like I said, that's going to come to an end, and you will be able to make this decision, and you will be able to talk to this person. Here again, the issue is with the relationship with yourself. Like, if you want a relationship with this person, like we saw with the Ace of Cups being here, the Knight of Cups and the Page of Cups at the bottom of the decks, respectively, it is very likely that this is someone you want a relationship with. And the reason it is not working out, the reason it is not happening the way you want it to happen, is because of your own relationship with yourself. That is what you need to fix first. And every relationship is indeed, in some capacity, a mirror of your own relationship with yourself. So that's an important one. That's a very important one. Okay. Anything else for... Fuck. Sorry, I almost dropped it. Okay. Anything else for pile 1? Anything else for pile 1, please? Anything else for pile 1, please? Anything else for... We have innocence. Beloved one, everyone is guiltless in truth, as no one can alter God's handiwork of perfection. Give us your feelings of heaviness so we can lighten your load. Give us any guilt, anger, or blame that may shroud your loving outlook. Enjoy the peace within your heart once more. Yeah, this seems like there's a lot of things you blame yourself for. Maybe and probably things that are out of your control. You still blame yourself for them. A lot of the times with people who have like a difficult past and maybe even mental health or emotional issues because of that, a lot of the times they blame themselves for the things that happened, and there is this feeling of shame attached to it, when in truth they just behaved in ways that are completely normal, considering the awful situations they were in. So it feels like there's some sort of a guilt and some sort of a blame that you need to take care of over here concerning what happened, because if whatever happened was during your childhood, you were completely innocent, and you have to remember that as a child, nothing can be your fault because you're a fucking child. When you're a child, everything is the fault of the adult. Yes. Yes, it is. And the other one we have is focus on service. Your soul desires only to joyfully serve and to swim in a constant stream of bliss. This stream continuously feeds you everything you need. Put your entire focus upon staying in the stream of giving and receiving in every situation and in all that you do. I'm getting that this is for... I'm getting that this is in connection with the relationship card. Like I don't know what happened with you and this person. Because I didn't get any cards that would tell me what exactly happened here. All I'm seeing is that you really want to talk to this person, but you're still holding yourself back from them, even though your intuition is very, very clearly and very obviously telling you to go ahead and fucking do it. But if this relationship went south because you weren't giving enough to this person, then do it now. Do it now. That's how you fix it. That's how you fix it. Because that's the first association that I got when I was looking at this this spread and these cards together. Like, maybe this relationship fell apart because the other person was always giving and you weren't. And now this focus and service card is about how you can fix this situation between the two of you by focusing on giving back to them what they gave you. And reciprocation. Okay, that went in a little bit of a different direction than I expected it to, but that's completely fine. Let's get this one too. Okay. Let's see this one. Anything for pile 1, please? Anything for pile 1? Anything for pile 1 and what they're gonna go through in their Saturn retrograde? Anything about pile 1 and their Saturn retrograde? Anything for pile 1, please? Anything for pile 1? Anything for pile 1, please? We have we have deep emotional healing. What was I fucking talking about? Your heart is ready to heal from past experiences, and you are willing to devote time and energy toward therapeutic care. If you're thinking about going to therapy, go the fuck to therapy. Go the fuck to therapy. Sometimes it can be difficult or tiresome to find a good professional. But once you find a good professional, like, trust me. Trust me, it's gonna be the best decision you've made your entire life. Thank me later. Thank me later. Okay. Anything else for pile 1, please? Anything else for pile 1, please? Anything else for pile 1, please? Anything else for pile 1? Everything else for pile 1? Anything else for pile 1? Doesn't seem to be anything else here. So if there is nothing, I'm gonna do the astro dice. Yeah, there's nothing. And then I'm gonna like wrap up the reading. Okay, so let's check out the astro dice. Please tell me about pile 1 and their Saturn retrograde. Please tell me about pile 1's Saturn retrograde. Please tell me about pile 1's Saturn retrograde. Okay, we have 7th house. That is the house of relationships and partners. We have Taurus and we have Neptune. Okay. So someone here could have a Taurus in the 7th house. Someone here could have Neptune in the 7th house. Taurus Neptune, I'm not sure that's possible because I don't think that anyone is alive who had Taurus Neptune. Because Neptune is so slow at going through the zodiac that I don't think so. I might be wrong though. I might be wrong. Okay, so this is very obvious for me. This is very obvious for me. Neptune is going back to the energy of the 7 of Cups. Neptune is the planet of dreams. It's the planet of spirituality. It's the planet of fantasies, illusions, things like that, which is very, very, very similar to the energy of the 7 of Cups. It is also about illusions. It is also about fantasies. It's also about having several options and needing to decide what we want, but it's not necessarily about the decision. It's more about the thinking about all the things we could do. It's more the imagination that we have, and that is the same that goes with Neptune. Same that goes with Neptune. It is about the fantasy. It's about the imagination. And when it comes to Taurus, Taurus is an earth sign. Taurus is a very, very, very grounded sign. And we also have like the 7th house, like I said, that is the house of relationships. So again, this is seeming to be talking about your relationship with this person who you haven't talked to in a while, maybe, or this person who you want to like talk to, and there's some sort of a decision you need to make regarding them. This is very obviously telling me one thing. Make your dreams into a reality. Like, that's it. Like whatever it is here that you feel is unattainable, whatever it is that you feel is never going to happen, it's too far away, it's impossible, it's too difficult, it's blah, 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 blah. No. Taurus. Use your earth energies. Maybe you have Taurus in your chart. Call upon that energy, that stubbornness, that fixed earth energy, that that unshakable willpower of I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want, and I'm gonna pull anything into reality that I fucking want to do. Taurus has immense willpower. Taurus is a very, very, very strong sign. And it feels like what this is telling you is to like call upon your Taurus energies. Like look at your chart. Maybe you have like Taurus placement somewhere, and use that Taurus energy to bring this whole situation into reality. That is what this seems to be telling me. Like and like I said, Taurus is a lot about stubbornness. It's about not letting things go. It's about being how do I put it? It's about not giving up. It's about persevering through everything. And it feels like that is the energy you need here to fix this relationship with Neptune and 7th house in the relationship card. That is the energy you need to fix this. Like it feels like what I said with the Sagittarius card. Like sometimes you let things go too easily, and other times you cling to things too hard. And it is all due to what you do out of fear, because it's all happening out of fear. And what I'm seeing here is that when it comes to this relationship, don't go into this, oh, it's gonna resolve itself energy, because it's not gonna fucking resolve itself. You need to do something about this. That is what this is telling me. You need to fucking do something about this if you want to make it into a reality. And like I said, there was here the focus and service card and Neptune 7th house, Taurus. Yeah, this is the point. This is the relationship thing, obviously, with the 7th house coming out, is what you need to be more stubborn about. This is what you need to be more aggressive about. Maybe this is something that you shouldn't let go. This is something that you need to like cling to if you want it to work out. This is something you need to fight for, is what I'm getting here. This is something you need to bring into reality. This is something you need to ground. So when it comes to this relationship thing, this is not the area of your life where you need to just let go and wait for miracles to happen. This is not it. This is not it. This is where you need to put yourself in it. This is where you need to put your energy in it. And that's how it's going to work out. When it comes to your work, when it comes to hoarding, that might be more on the scale of something that you don't necessarily have to hold on to so aggressively. That's what I'm getting here. That's what I'm getting here. And it also talks about letting go of your trauma, of the disappointment that you carry with yourself that makes you into basically like or makes you have this like workaholic behavior. But again, I'm very well aware that letting go of those things is not just that easy. It's much easier said than done, and you can just fucking let them go like that, and then it's no longer bothering you. It's a lot of work to let these things go, because we are so used to holding on to them. But like I said, it seems like your perfectionism, you remember what I was talking about. Your perfectionism is where you need to be more like a Sagittarius and let go and not care about being perfect, because you're never going to be fucking perfect. And the reason is not that you suck. The reason is that being perfect is impossible. And because the reason this perfectionism thing is in your head is because you suffered certain things in life that made you feel inadequate, and it's just a coping mechanism to make you feel less inadequate. But because it is a coping mechanism and because it is a logical fallacy, you're never going to feel good enough, no matter what the fuck you do. I can guarantee that. I can fucking guarantee that. So that is where you need to be more Sagittarius, and that is where you need to be like more more like letting go of this immense pressure that you put on yourself for wanting to be perfect and wanting to be like flawless in certain ways. That is something that you need to let go more of. But when it comes to the relationship we're talking about here with whoever this person is, that is not something you need to let go of. That is something you need to hold on to tighter. That is something that you need to take more responsibility for, is what I'm getting here. Okay, so let's see if we want any last messages here with any decks. Let's see, maybe this one. Maybe this one. Okay. Maybe we'll get something with this. Anything else for pile 1, please? Oh, that flew out. What else could this mean? It says, there are always multiple ways to look at every situation. Our first reaction is usually rooted in our fears and limiting beliefs. What was I talking about? Look at a situation today by stepping outside of the trigger and ask, what else could this mean? Today's soul action. Is there something your soul is calling you to learn in this moment? Or is there a pattern that is ready to be broken? What was I talking about? Walk in the other person's shoes and see it from their perspective. If it doesn't involve someone else, ask yourself, how is life happening for me right now? Okay, so what I'm getting here is a bunch of things. So first of all, when we have these sorts of issues like perfectionism and trauma-based behavior, we are very often operating on things called schemas. Schemas are notorious for trying to keep themselves validated, trying to keep themselves alive, trying to twist your logic and your perception into a way that your schema can persevere. So basically, what I'm telling to you with this, what I'm saying is that if you have like a schema, like I don't know, let's say like I'm not sure I remember the correct ones, like. And again, I learned about them in Hungarian, so it's difficult to translate it. But okay, let's say that your thing is that I'm not good enough. That's your thing. And then if you have that as a schema, that I'm not good enough thought as a schema, that means that you are going to understand certain situations and understand certain things happening to you in a way that it is strengthening the schema. Like for example, if you have this I'm not good enough thing, then let's say that I don't know, you are walking on the street and there are like a couple of people next to you who are laughing, and maybe this would make you think in a how do I put this? This would make you think that these people are like laughing about you because you're like, there's like something wrong with you, and they notice that something is wrong with you and they are like laughing at you. And that is what we would call like a logical fallacy, where you interpret something happening around you in a way that it is not correct, and in a way that is helping your schema stay afloat, basically helping your schema stay prevalent. So that is one thing here when it's talking about triggers and limiting beliefs and things like that. Like especially once there are situations that trigger us, like that is something that, like I said, I think I said this in a previous reading before too, that maybe it is worth it to like take a look at schemas and schema therapy in general. If you like do a search, I might include some. There is a channel, I believe it's called the Psych Collective, that has like very good videos on like schema therapies and schema modes and stuff like that, and it's like very easy to understand. And it is also talking about, like, there is this part saying that the pattern ready to be broken. That's what we've been talking about for the entire reading. But what we have here is the walk in the other person's shoes and see it from their perspective. And I think that comes into play with this relationship thing. Like, whatever happened between the two of you, try to see it from their perspective. Try to understand it from their perspective. And maybe that will help you understand how they feel or what they feel. And again, you might, like we said in the very beginning, you might have issues with feelings in general. So it might be difficult for you to understand how someone else is feeling, especially because you might find it difficult to understand how you are feeling in as well. Like, that is where it is coming from. That is why it is an issue, because you are not completely in tune with your own emotions. And like I said in the very beginning, that makes it very difficult to be in tune with the emotions of others. But that's what this is telling me, like, especially with the focus and service card. Like I said, there may have been some sort of injustice in this relationship or something. Try to imagine how you would feel like if someone did to you what you did to them, is what I'm getting here. So maybe that would give you more understanding. And what I also see here is that, like I said, this relationship situation is only going to get fixed if you put in the work. Like there might be some guilt associated with this whole thing, is what I'm picking up on right now. Guilt sucks. I know it does. I'm also prone to feeling a lot of fucking guilt, and I'm also prone to always feeling like everything is my fault. But what I get here is that there are things about the situation that are triggering you. Like, maybe you think that this person has rejected you. Maybe you feel like you are not good enough for this person, or maybe you think that this person is communicating to you that you're not good enough. That's not true. That's not fucking true. You're just being triggered by something here, and maybe you have like an issue with rejection sensitivity, and maybe that's why you're afraid to go into this situation and talk to this person. Like, maybe you're too afraid that they're gonna reject you, or maybe you're too afraid to be vulnerable with this person and tell them the truth. That's basically what I'm getting here. So it seems like this is the thing that's going to resolve for you during this Saturn retrograde. This whole situation about your emotions being closed off, about your family issues, about this idea of perfectionism, and these unattainable goals, and this issue of not wanting to be around other people also, and this relationship. So it feels like this is like the package that you're working on, or you're called to work on during this Saturn retrograde, and which can be like fixed for you during this Saturn retrograde if you put in the work. So I hope I could help. I hope you like this reading. I think I'm basically done with it. I've already been talking a really long time. Usually my pal ones are very long. But anyway, I hope I could help, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye! Hello and welcome, pile 2. You picked the colorless angel card. Let's see what the Saturn retrograde has in store for you. Please tell me what strength. Please tell me what pile 2 is supposed to. 8 of Pentacles. Please tell me what Pal 2 is supposed to learn from the Saturn retrograde? Please tell me what the Saturn retrograde is focused on for Pal 2. Please tell me what Pal 2 needs to learn during the Saturn retrograde. Please tell me what Pal 2 needs to learn during the Saturn retrograde. Please tell me what Pal 2 needs to learn during the Saturn retrograde. Okay, we have the moon. It might be in the reverse. I'm not 100% sure. Let's see how the... I think it's in the reverse. Okay. What does Pal 2 need to learn during the Saturn retrograde? What's the Saturn retrograde focused on for Pal 2? No, we have the Page of Cups. And last card. What is the Saturn retrograde focused on for Pal 2? What does Pal 2 need to learn during the Saturn retrograde? Okay, here we go. The Magician. Okay, yeah. Okay. I think I'm already seeing a theme here. Yeah, Seven of Swords. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I fucking do. Okay. 1 second. I need to grab something from here. Where the fuck is it? Oh, come on, don't tell me I can't find it. Sorry, 1 second. Sorry, I'm just having some issues with acid reflux, and I was looking for the tablet that I need to take when it happens. Okay, so please clarify strength. Please clarify strength. Fucking hell. That's gonna be a shit ton of... I'm only gonna take one, okay? I'm gonna take the owl, because that fell separately from the rest. The owls are the birds. Okay. Thank you. That was fast. 8 of Pentacles clarified by the fish. So yeah, some sort of a legacy building here, or money. The moon in reverse. Please clarify the moon in reverse. I think the moon is in reverse. Shall see. Please clarify the moon in the reverse. Okay. What's that? The tree. Okay. Looks like there might be something here you need to admit. Maybe to someone, maybe to yourself. Page of Cups. Please clarify the Page of Cups. Please clarify the Page of Cups. Please clarify the Page of Cups. Thank you. The House. Okay, and the Magician, please. Please clarify the Magician. Please clarify the Magician. Okay. Please clarify the Magician. Come on. Please clarify the Magician. Okay, there we go. The Fox. Okay. Okay. Let's see what this is about. I think there's a situation you're holding yourself back from because of the opinions of other people. Is the first thing I get with the Strength and the Owls. Because the Owls is usually talking about gossip, it's talking about people It's talking about the opinion of others. But here with the Eight of Pentacles and the Fish, you're very obviously working on something that is lucrative, or that is going to be lucrative. But the Moon in the reverse and the Tree, this is like what I get here is I'm gonna clarify because I don't want to, I'm not sure if this is what I think it is. Please clarify the Moon in the reverse and the Tree. Please clarify the Moon in the reverse and the Tree further. Please clarify the Moon in the reverse and the Tree further. Please clarify the Moon in the reverse and the Tree further. The universe. Jesus fuck. Yeah, okay, but what? What? Is this what I think it is? Is this what I think it is? Or am I reading this correctly? Fucking hell, yeah, Eight of Wands. Yeah, I'm reading this fucking correctly indeed, I think. I think the Sun at the bottom of the deck. Two of Wands, yeah. Okay, I think this is what I... Judgment, yeah. Ace of Cups, when I split the deck, yeah. Fucking yeah. Okay, so... even the way the cards came out is like a very backwards way of talking about this whole thing, is what I'm getting. Like this isn't something you confront head on. This isn't something you think about head on, is what I'm getting. This is something that might be pushed into your shadow side. But what I'm getting here is that I think this is talking about a specific person. I think this is talking about a specific person and you being connected to this person. I didn't get a specific card for this person. What I got was a card for your connection. So I can't tell you whether this is like I'm not getting anything on who this is, like male, female, what sign, anything. I'm not getting anything like that here. What I'm getting is that you have held yourself back from this person because of the opinion of others. It seems like there could be some false friends around you. There could be some friends around you who don't want you to go after what you want to go after because they would rather see you on their own level. Like they don't want you to level up because they know that if you would go with this person, if you would not hold yourself back from this person, you would level the fuck up really hard. And they are miserable and they are unhappy and they want you to be like that too because they can't stand if you feel better than them, if you are better than them. These are not good people. These are not good people around you. And yes, it seems like you're working on something that is very lucrative, that's going to bring in a lot of money. But what I'm getting here is there's a lot of things here. There's a lot of things here, honestly. Like with the Page of Cups clarified by the House, I'm even going to say that maybe there's some sort of a move indicated here. Like maybe you would need to move to be with this person or to be closer to this person or something like that, is what I'm getting. But I'm also getting that this is like kind of funny. That's why I said that this could be pushed into your subconscious, because we have the Magician and the Fox. It feels like this issue is not being confronted head on at all. It feels like you're kind of trying to go like you're like trying to go behind this whole thing, or like you're trying to like make this thing work out in like a less honest way, so to speak. Because what I get here with the Magician and the Fox is that you are not exactly, and with the Eight of Wands being here again, this feels like you're not exactly talking to this person, you're not exactly telling your friends off, and you're not exactly, you're like not really standing up for yourself is what I see here. And instead you're manifesting this person in secret behind everyone's backs, behind their backs, and you're just trying to like make it work out, like maybe with spell work, maybe with like manifestation. And by that I mean, like, I don't know, maybe you're just thinking really hard about it and think that that's gonna be the thing to solve this whole issue. But in the center of this entire reading, we have the moon in the reverse, clarified by the tree, clarified by the universe, and the Eight of Wands. What this means is that you know now, or you rather can't ignore it any longer, because with the moon in reverse, maybe this was something that you pushed into your subconscious also, or maybe this was like a secret. But it feels like you can't live on like that anymore. Like you can't deny this thing any longer, and maybe you can't even hold yourself back from talking to this person about it, because what this whole thing is that you and this person are connected. You're connected, and remember when I clarified this whole thing, this connection, when I wasn't sure whether I'm reading it correctly. This is what came out, the universe. You're literally spiritually connected to this person. This is literally a spiritual connection. The fucking universe. Hello, good morning. The fucking universe came out to clarify it. This is something bigger than the both of you. This is something bigger than the both of you, and it feels like you can no longer deny this. It feels like you can no longer deny this, that the universe is orchestrating something. The universe has orchestrated the two of you to come together, to get to know each other, and probably to be together. And it feels like you have been denying this, or you have been like keeping this as a secret or something of the sort. And with the Eight of Wands being here, this feels like you need to communicate with this person. This feels like maybe you need to tell this person that you know that the two of you are connected spiritually. Maybe you need to tell this person that you know that the universe has a hand in this. And that the two of you, like I said, are connected. Like there's something about communication here that is very important, that you like need to talk to this person. Because what I see here is it's almost like an avoidance of this whole situation, whereas in fact in the middle of the entire reading is communication. The middle of the entire reading is talking about the spiritual connection that you have and communicating about that. So yeah. And again, it's also talking about what I've said in the beginning, like 5 minutes ago, or I don't know how long ago, that it feels like you're just kind of thinking about this whole thing, not really telling anyone, and not really telling this person. Maybe you go behind this person's back, I don't know, and you kind of just expect that thinking about it is gonna make it work out. It won't. Like, I don't want to be a party pooper, but thinking about it is not gonna be enough. Thinking about it is not gonna be enough. You need to talk. You need to talk about this. And it feels like, again, there is this Page of Cups in the house. Like there could be some kind of a move indicated here. And maybe there are like huge decisions you need to make. But this feels like it's telling you to make those huge decisions after you already talked to this person. That's what I'm getting based on this. And that it really feels like you've been listening to the wrong people in your life, and they have been keeping you away from this person who in fact is a level up, because like like I can't read it any other way, with the tree being here and the universe card being here. Like fuck fuck, I can't. These people have been keeping you away from your soulmate or your twin flame or whatever you want to call it. But this is in the middle of the reading. This is what the whole thing is about. It's about you listening to the wrong people for far too long. It's about you not talking about this for far too long. It's about you trying to fix this or make it happen alone, or maybe like without actually doing something, because like the magician, like I said, is a lot about or is very often about manifestation. But even like when you look at this dude, he's just kind of like sitting there with his fucking wine and like looking at the candles, not doing shit. So what I'm getting here is that you've it's almost like you a little bit kind of sort of betrayed this person by staying so passive, or by thinking that you don't need to do anything about this and it's gonna just come together on its own, which like I said, I don't want to be a party pooper. It's not. Like, if you don't put effort into something, then it's not gonna happen. It's that easy. That's true for everything. And it feels a little bit like maybe you've like kind of betrayed this person a little bit through not doing anything, or like there's like some kind of a disrespectful energy here. It's like it feels like you kind of realized that you have this spiritual connection with this person, but at the same time, especially with the moon being here, I believe that you kind of just shoved that information down. Like you knew that it was there. You knew that the fucking spiritual connection was there, but you kind of like pretended that it wasn't. You kind of like pretended that it's like not a thing. It's like not a thing. And it feels like that is like kind of a disrespect towards this very, very strong connection, this very strong spiritual connection that you have with this person. It's like almost like a disrespect towards that connection. It's like the disrespect towards them, but also the universe. And what I'm seeing here is that this created karma between the two of you, maybe, that you need to pay back now. That's kind of what I'm getting here. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. But this definitely feels like you slept on this person, or you slept on this connection, and even though you kind of knew somewhere that this was a spiritual connection, you sort of decided to ignore it, or you sort of decided to like not deal with that. That's what I'm getting here. Okay. Oh yeah, and the 7 of Swords at the bottom of the deck, and fucking the Devil under that. Yeah, it seems like you have been running from this connection, and there could be some sort of either addiction involved here, or this could just talk about the unhealthy patterns that you defaulted to in this connection. So like, yeah, this feels like you have been running from this whole thing. That's what I'm getting with these cards. Okay, let's see what else. Okay, what else is gonna come up for pile 2 during this Saturn retrograde? What else is gonna come up for pile 2 during the Saturn retrograde? Okay, we have Knight of Cups. Okay. Yeah, this is, yeah, okay. Yeah, what else? Justice. Fuck yes. Like I said. Like I fucking said. Oh, I haven't said it before. 5 of Pentacles. I don't think I've said it before. It was just in my mind. And the 9 of Vessels. Yeah. And the 2 of Wands. At the bottom of the deck. Okay, so you're gonna reconcile with this person, is what I see here. Like this does feel a little bit like pile one. So if you have been drawn to pile one, then maybe maybe take a look at that and watch it, and maybe there are some messages in there for you. But what I'm getting here is that justice. Justice came right on top of the moon reversed and the tree and this whole, like, the middle of the reading. And with the Knight of Cups being here, this very obviously seems to be you coming in and trying to fix this situation. And with this Five of Pentacles, I feel like this Five of Pentacles is not actually, because Five of Pentacles is usually talking about being left out in the cold, being like shut out, being like kind of on the outside and alone. But that's not what I get with this. That's not what I get with this. What I get with this is that in order to fix this whole situation, you have to go against this feeling. You have to go against the feeling that you're gonna be rejected. You have to go against the fear of rejection. You have to go against the fear of staying alone. You have to go against the fear of not being good enough. You have to go against the fear of not belonging anywhere. That's what I get with this. You have to conquer that fear. You have to conquer that fear, and the way to conquer that fear is to fucking ignore it. Because bravery is not about the lack of fear. Bravery is feeling the fear, but going against it and doing what you want to do anyway. And not letting fear stop you. And here again with the Nine of Vessels, this talks about self-improvement as well. This talks about a level of self-improvement that is like very... It's not already self-mastery, but it's pretty fucking close to it. It's pretty fucking close to it. Like, I think I'm gonna read the meaning of the card, because I don't read with this deck very often. And I don't completely remember everything. But I have like a... Yeah, accept who you are, reconciliation. Reconciliation. I can't fucking make this shit up. I can't fucking make this shit up. So this is on one hand about you accepting yourself, and on the one hand about you accepting that, yeah, you have these issues, yeah, you have these fears, yeah, you have these difficulties, yeah, you have these negative thought patterns, thinking that you're always going to be alone and you're always going to be left out in the cold, and that you don't deserve love and you're never going to fucking find it. And this is talking about both going against that and both accepting that you have this shit and like acting regardless, because that's the only way to overcome fear, to act against it. And it's really fucking difficult, but the more you do it, the more easier it gets. So this is about that on the one hand, but on the other hand, it is also about reconciliation. Like I said, this is literally about you and this person reconciling. This is literally about you and this person reconciling, and blending yourselves together, because the symbology of this card is like creating a creature that is blended from the different aspects of our own selves and the best aspects of ourselves that we can have. And it is like mastering self-knowledge and putting yourself together into a shape that has the best aspects of you. And what I also get with this blending is that the two of you are going to be able to blend your strengths in some way. Like what I'm getting here is that you're gonna bring out the best in each other, the fucking best, and you're gonna mesh together really well. You're gonna mesh together very, 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 very well. Okay. Okay. Anything else for pile 2 with this Saturn retrograde? Yeah, we have the King of Vessels. Yeah. You're gonna master this. You're gonna master this. Like, all the difficulty you've had with this situation, yeah, the Chariot at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. It's gonna, one day you're gonna wake up and look back on it and think, oh my god, I was so fucking stupid. Why the fuck did I not do this earlier? Why the fuck did I not go against my fears earlier? Why the fuck did I not talk to this person earlier? Like there was like nothing holding me back. There was like everything was completely okay. And that's what this feels like. That's what this feels like. Like you're gonna understand your own issues and you're gonna be able to not blame yourself for them, but take accountability at the same time. And you're gonna be able to transform, and you're gonna be able to transform this entire situation into something that is good and something that no longer leaves a bitter taste in your mouth, but something that makes you very happy instead. That's what I'm getting here. And like I said with the Chariot, this is like forward movement, quick forward movement. So I'm gonna say that once you get through these difficult phases, once you like learn to accept, first of all, accept this connection, accept the difficulties, but also accept that you are the one who's holding yourself back the most. And like I said, maybe some shitty friends here. It feels like you're going to be able to accept that, and as soon as you're going to be able to accept all that, you're going to be able to go against it, and you're going to be able to make actual decisions on what you want, and not just what is maybe expected of you, and making decisions out of fear, but instead going after what you actually want and healing yourself and mastering yourself. Like a King of Vessels is like a very how do I put it? Yeah, self-mastery is like the strongest word that comes to mind here. Like this is someone who knows their own triggers, who knows their own issues, who is aware of their own behavior and aware of their own ways of like working, or their own ways of like whatever issues they have, like psychologically or emotionally. This is someone who is working on bettering themselves, and that's what I see here for you in the future. That is how you're gonna I don't know, exit this Saturn retrograde thing, by being someone completely different, but at the same time being yourself more than ever. Because that's what this feels like. Like you're gonna be yourself. You're gonna be a different person, but you're gonna be yourself more than ever before. Okay. Anything else for pile 2, please? Anything else for pile 2? Thank you. We have Mercury retrograde, reinvention. That's funny that retrograde comes up again. Okay, anything else for pile 2, please? Anything else for pile 2, please? Ooh, 8th house, endings and beginnings. Yeah, there's like a huge shift on the horizon for you. A huge ass fucking shift where you completely reinvent yourself and your entire life. And like I said, you may be even moving to like somewhere else. Okay. What else for pile 2, please? What else for pile 2, please? Fuck, that's like a lot of shit. Okay, we have Moon, Soul, and we have 12th house, Escape. Okay, and we have Water element, Sensing. Okay, what's this? Okay. We also have the Grand Cross at the bottom of the deck, but I don't want to take like 70 billion cards, so I'm only going to read these. Yeah, with the Moon Soul card, again, what it's the same thing I got with the Knight of the King of Vessels, that you're gonna be more yourself than you have ever been before. And you never even realize that you haven't been yourself, but you're finally gonna feel completely authentic, and you're finally gonna feel like, yeah, this is me, and you're gonna be proud of yourself, and you're gonna finally recognize yourself in certain behaviors that you might have not been doing in the past. And you're finally gonna feel powerful, you're finally gonna feel competent, you're finally gonna feel like, yeah, this is me, this is fucking me, finally I'm being myself. That's the feeling I get with this entire spread. Like I said, with the endings and beginnings, and with the fucking reinvention card. Like, fuck, this is going to be a huge ass shift in your life. And like I said, you're finally gonna feel like you are yourself. And again, this is something I can comment a little bit on because I also have personal experiences that are basically the same as this. Like, I know that after I've spent most of my life in abuse, and after I started therapy, slowly but surely I started to like get back to myself, but it wasn't like completely getting back to myself, because I never really had a self to get back to, because I was always abused. For the first 25 years of my life I was constantly under abuse. However, instead, what happened was that certain traits emerged in me and my behavior and my being that I remembered from childhood, that I kind of sort of like that before the abuse like took most of me and twisted me completely. And then I finally realized that the more I healed and the more I went to therapy, the more I felt like myself. And I never even knew what I was like, because I was constantly under abuse. I never had a healthy self. And when I was healing myself, like I said, these traits emerged in me that were like, how do I put this? It was like the equivalent of an image of me that I always had in my mind, that I thought was like the ideal version of me, and the way I wish I could be, but I will never be. Yeah, that's bullshit. I am like that. I am like that. That picture in my mind, that image of myself that I thought was like the ideal self, of me, or like my ideal version, that is exactly what I'm fucking like, without all the abuse and without all the trauma and without all the trauma-based behaviors. And that is the same feeling I get here for you, is that once you will learn how to not act based on your trauma and based on your fears. And again, now I'm getting like a little bit of a continuation of pile one. So again, if you felt called to pile one, maybe watch that too. Like what I'm getting with here, with this here is the same feeling. Like once you learn to stop behaving in those ways, you're gonna finally learn that you're way better than you expected yourself to be. You're way better than you expected yourself to be. And whatever ideal image is there in your mind about yourself, that's probably actually who you are. Not necessarily. So this could be like differing from person to person, but it very much could be that you have this image of yourself in your mind, feeling like, oh, you're never going to achieve that because that's like too good to be true, and you wish you were that person, but you're not. You're very likely that person. You very likely are that person. And with the 12th house escape and the water element sensing, I'm feeling more Neptunian energy here, because the 12th house is traditionally ruled by Pisces, which is ruled by Neptune, which is a water sign. So what I get here is more of like a depth of feeling and a depth of the connection you have with this person, the spiritual connection that we had signaled or signified by the universe card and the tree card. So what I'm getting here, and also 12th house is like a very spiritual house, and water element itself is like a very spiritual element. You might have Pisces in your chart. You might have some important Pisces placements. Not necessarily, but that could be a thing. Maybe you have 12th house placements. My condolences if you do. I know they suck. I'd also have them. So yeah, this feels like a little bit of a, how do I put this? Because the first idea I had was to describe it as a sort of a destiny kind of a feeling, but that's not exactly what I want to say. Like, it's not exactly destiny. It just feels like there is something here between the two of you that is bigger than the both of you, like I've said before, like we've seen with the universe card coming out. Like, this feels like you share something that like there, this is very difficult to read. I think I'm gonna try to like clarify this. What exactly is this 12th house water element? Temperance. Yeah, the two of you are like fucking, how do I put this? The two of you are like fucking intertwined. You're intertwined, and not just intertwined, but also what I said with the 9 of vessels. You are like kind of melded into each other. It feels like a very mystical and spiritual energy. It feels like again, I'm not gonna lie, and I don't say this lightly because I don't completely believe in this stuff, so it's up to you whether you believe in it or not. But this feels like some twin flame ass shit. This feels like some twin flame ass shit. Like the two of you share something. The two of you share a soul. The two of you are fucking like entwined together in the spiritual realm. It's like the two of you, it feels like you have the same soul. Like that's the only way I can describe this feeling that this gives me. That you are like completely spiritually entwined, the two of you. Okay. Oh, and we also have the 4 of Wands and the 6 of Cups, which is also soulmate shit. We have the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Wands. So this person could be an air sign. This person could also be a fire sign. They could be very, very intelligent. They could be very sexy. They could be very attractive. This could be some kind of a connection that has been going on for a while now. So this might be something from the past. This might be something nostalgic. This might be something from childhood. But it is also 6 of Cups is also signifying like soulmate love. So again, like, I can go back to the twin flame shit that I just said. And the 4 of Wands is the 1111 card, which is usually referred to as the twin flame card. So twin flame, soulmate. I can make this shit up. I can't fucking make this shit up. I can't. Okay. Let's keep on going. Let's grab, which deck did I want? That one, right? Yeah, that one indeed. Okay. What else for Pal 2, please? What else about Pal 2 Saturn retrograde? What else about Pal 2? Fuck. We have joy. Joy is the highest energy of all. It's the magical sense that everything is possible. Joy springs from appreciating the gifts within each moment. Joy allows you to attract and create your present and future moments at their highest possible levels. Don't be afraid to feel joy. Even in the little things. Like, it doesn't matter. It almost feels like I need to give you like a fucking homework. Is what I'm getting. It almost feels like I need to fucking give you homework. And your homework is that it doesn't matter how little the thing is. It doesn't matter how insignificant it seems. If there is an opportunity for you to feel joyful or happy about it, go ahead and allow yourself to feel that way. Allow yourself to feel happy. Allow yourself to feel joy, because you fucking deserve it. Okay. Anything else for Pal 2, please? Anything else about Pal 2 Saturn retrograde? Anything else about Pal 2 Saturn retrograde? Anything else about Pal 2 Saturn retrograde? Anything else about Pal 2 Saturn retrograde, please? Anything else about Pal 2 Saturn retrograde? Anything else? I'm not really getting cards. Anything else about Pal 2 Saturn retrograde? Last call. Last call. I feel like something wants to come out, but it's like not really happening. We also have be honest with yourself. Look into your heart and you will know the truth of this situation. What the fuck was I talking about? It's safe to admit the truth to yourself, for we will support and guide you through any necessary changes. Lean upon us for courage and the strength to take good care of yourself. Focus only upon your true desires and they'll come to you upon what? Oh, and they'll come to you upon angels' wings. Okay, so focus only upon your true desires and they'll come to you upon angels' wings. So this deck is written in a way as if it was like your angels talking to you, so that's why it is like worded in a bit of a strange way. But this just goes back to where we started the reading, the middle of the reading, of you not accepting the fact that the two of you, or like you and this person, have a spiritual connection that's like bigger than you. It's like something you can't control. It's something like it's something you can't control. That is like beyond your power. It is something way bigger than you. And it feels like I said at the beginning, like you have been denying this, and this is just goes back to that. Like, be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. Okay. Anything else for Pal 2, please? We have noticed the signs. Yes, the signs you've been receiving are heaven sent. We drop feathers, coins, and other signs upon your path to remind you that you're loved and never alone. So if you have been seeing signs concerning this person, you're not making them up. It's not just you going crazy. It's not just you being like stupid. It's not just you imagining things. The universe is actually sending you signs in connection to this person. They're actually sending you signs. For some reason, I get like roses, but I have literally no idea how the fuck roses came to me. Oh, and back to the joy card. We also have at the bottom of the deck this one. Reward yourself. You've been giving a lot of yourself lately, and it's time for you to receive. Make the time to reward yourself in a meaningful way. This balance of giving and receiving is essential to keeping your energy, mood, and motivation at a consistently high level. So yeah, this feels like you're like very, very, very harsh with yourself in a lot of ways. And again, the joy card and this card as well is just calling you to be more empathetic with yourself, to be more understanding with yourself, and to reward yourself where you need. You can reward yourself. Yes, it is allowed. Yes, it is fair. Yes, it is a good thing. Yes, you deserve it. Okay, now let's get this deck. What more can you tell me about Pal 2 Saturn return? What more about Pal 2 and their Saturn return? What more can you tell me about Pal 2 Saturn return? What more can you tell me about Pal 2 Saturn return? What more can you fucking... Okay. We have Moonstone, heightened intuition. Be extra aware of your inner knowingness as it is trustworthy. Yeah, that's what I've been talking about again concerning this person. And again, I feel like there's a connection to Pal 1. But yeah, this again feels like you've known this for a while. like you've known that you're connected to this person for a while. You just kind of didn't really accept it, but that was your intuition like flaring up and telling you that, hey, there's something here. Hey, like pay attention to this. This is like an important thing. And it feels like your intuition has been trying to make you pay attention to this connection for quite a while. Okay. Anything else for Pal 2, please? Anything else for Pal 2 regarding their Saturn return? Saturn retrograde? Sorry if I say Saturn return. That's Saturn retrograde. Anything else about Pal 2? Anything else about Pal 2 concerning their Saturn retrograde? Anything else about Pal 2, please? Anything else about Pal 2, please? Anything else about Pal 2, please? Okay, we have something here. We have Malachite, prosperity. There's a positive shift in your flow of divine support. This goes back to the fish that I talked about at the beginning of the reading. Like, it seems like you're working on something that is going to make you a lot of money. Like, whatever this thing is that you're working on, it's gonna work out. Like, it's gonna be very prosperous. It's gonna be very prosperous. Because fish is literally talking about like financial prosperity. Okay. Anything else for Pile 2, please? Thank you. We have fluorite, natural beauty and authenticity. Be yourself as God made you, naturally attractive and lovable inside and out. I could not have said that better myself. You don't, and again, this goes back to the owls in the beginning, like and the strength card of holding yourself back. Like maybe you've held yourself back from this person. Like I said, maybe you were afraid for them to see you for who you are, but there is also this issue of how other people see you, and maybe you want to cater to how other people see you, and that could also be an issue here. What we have based on this is basically the same thing. Like, you can accept yourself the way you are because you don't have to be any different. You just have to be authentic. Like I said in Pile 1, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be authentic. And what this is telling you is like two things. Like, it doesn't matter what other people expect of you. Fuck that. Fuck them. Nobody cares. They can get fucked. They can suck your dick. Doesn't matter. Doesn't fucking matter. And this also tells you that you can be honest with this person, with the person you have this connection with. You can be completely authentic. You can be completely yourself. You can be vulnerable with this person. You can be honest with this person. They're not going to judge you. They are going to expect you to be yourself and to be authentic and to be real with them. That's what I'm feeling here. That this person is going to want your natural and authentic self to come through. Like, they don't care about your mask. They don't care about who you pretend yourself to be. They don't care about the image you show to other people that maybe your friends are more, I don't know, like maybe your friends more expect you, or some friends of yours more expect you to show them a certain type of image, and that's the only way they're going to accept you, and that's the only way that you can feel like you belong to them. But that's like a huge ass trap that just tells you that you need to be a certain way, and you need to follow certain terms and certain conditions in order to be loved and accepted, and that is fucking bullshit. That is fucking bullshit. True friends don't do that. This seems like you have to uphold some sort of an image for some of your friends to accept you. And like I also said, this also feels like these people or this person or whoever they are have held you back from your like soulmate or twin flame or whoever the fuck this person is, the one who the universe sent you, basically. And they have been holding you back from that person because they feel that if you go and accept and embrace this connection with this person, that they are going to feel inferior to you. and they don't want to feel inferior because they are selfish and all they care about is them feeling superior to you. And that's why they are going against what's good for you. They don't have your best interest in mind. They don't. They really don't. And again, back to this. If you can't be your authentic self with someone, then don't force it. Don't force that person to stay in your life, because it's not worth it. It's not worth your authenticity to have people around you. It's really not. It's really fucking not. Maybe if you're authentic, you are even more lonely than you actually are, or maybe you're more lonely than usual, or maybe it like feels a bit like being alone. And again, I saw here the Five of Pentacles, so you might be a loner anyway. You might be someone who is like not spending a lot of time around other people. Maybe you don't trust other people. Maybe you always feel like you're like an outsider or something like that. And I can promise you that if you're authentic, then your people are going to find you. Your people are going to fucking find you, and all you need to be is to be authentic. And if you can't be authentic with someone, if you can't be your true self with someone, then don't force that connection. You don't need to force that person to be in your life. You don't need to force that person to see a different version of you, to accept you and make you feel like you are accepted and you are loved and you are good and you are enough. You don't need to change yourself. You don't need to put on a mask to prove to yourself that you are lovable. And it feels like this is, like I said, also connected to this person you have this twin flame, soulmate, whatever connection with. Like this person is going to expect you to be who you actually are, and they don't need your fucking masks. They don't need your fucking I don't know, image that you created of yourself. They don't wanna see that. They don't care about that. They don't care about your cover, so to speak. They don't care about they don't care about you being perfect. They don't care about you being perfect. They just care about you being who you are. That's what they care about. That's what they care about. That's what matters to them. You being who you are. No matter what that looks like. It doesn't fucking matter what that looks like. Because it's you. And because of the connection you have with this person, your authentic self cannot fuck this up. The only way to fuck this up is to put on masks and pretend like you're someone else. Authenticity is what's going to bring this whole thing into fruition. Because that's how spiritual connections work. If you're being authentic, if you're being in your power, if you're acting according to your highest good, if you're being responsible for your highest good, then you're gonna be rewarded. That's how this thing works. That's how this thing works. Okay, I'm gonna grab one more deck. And then I'm gonna go into the Astro dice and wrap up the reading. Okay, anything else for Pal 2, please? Anything else for Pal 2, please? Anything else for... Thank you. We have, do I surround myself with people who lift me up? Are you fucking kidding? Are you fucking kidding me? What the fuck was I talking about? What the fuck was I talking about? It says, the people with whom we surround ourselves determine who we become. Does your tribe fill you up? Do they inspire you? Do they believe in you? Do they help you step into your greatest potential? Today's soul action. Make a desire list of the type of people with whom you wish to surround yourself and clarify if there is anyone in your life who no longer serves you. Can you love them from a distance? So, yeah. I'm gonna say take like a double fucking real good look at the people who are around you. Because some of them don't have your best interest at heart. Some of them really don't. Some of them really just want to hold you back because they need to feel better about themselves due to their own shitty self-esteem. And instead of fixing themselves, and instead of trying to grow as a person, and instead of trying to be good and trying to control themselves so they don't project their own shit onto other people, instead of all that, they choose to hold you back, and they choose to make you feel shit about yourself. That's what's going on. And that's what shows what kind of a person someone is. Because anyone can have low self-esteem. Anyone can feel like they are crap. But not everyone decides to act upon it in a way to hurt others. But these people, or this person, or whoever they are, they do. And they're not good for you. They're not good for you. Okay, dice. Let's go into the dice. Oh, and I also have like one card that like wanted to like fall out of the deck. Like I put it down, but it like kept falling out. And this one says, how can I be more kind to myself and offer more grace in this very moment? Again, what the fuck was I talking about? Reward yourself, be kind to yourself, enjoy the moment. It says, growing our self-love is medicine to this world's broken heart. When you heal, we all heal. When you give yourself more grace, you are able to give the world more grace. Today's soul action. Look at yourself with a grace filter. You are meant to be in this moment of your life. Release the inner critic and fill in that hole with your soul's truth that you are infinite, you are loved, and you are already there. You are already there. Again, this goes a little bit back to pile one's message of perfectionism. You don't need to be perfect, you just need to be authentic. You are already there. You're already there. Okay. Let's see about pile 2 and their Saturn retrograde. Please tell me about pile 2 and their Saturn retrograde. Okay. We have 10th house, we have Leo, and we have Uranus. First thing that comes to mind is you might be some kind of a you might be an artist. You might be an artist and you might be famous, or you might become famous in the future, or you might be famous to like some degree, or you might have been famous in the past to some degree due to your uniqueness in your art. Like with 10th house Leo, Uranus, this is like an artist. This is like a famous artist, is what I'm getting here. So, so maybe due to your work, or maybe your work or your fame in the past, if it was in the past and not in the future. But what I'm reading with this is that maybe due to being exposed to more people, you have had more people come to you that were like only looking to use you. People who were only looking to, I don't know, to like, they just wanted something from you. Either they wanted the fame, or they wanted the money, or they wanted the prestige, or something like that. And maybe that's how you accumulated some bad friends. Maybe that's how you've got into friendships with people who you were not supposed to be in friendships with. People who were not, who didn't want the best for you, or who still don't want the best for you. Maybe they were envious of you. Maybe they wanted what you had. What I'm getting here is that you're like a very unique person who shines very bright. And maybe you attract a lot of people to you. Maybe you attract a lot of people to you, and a lot of these people are like not good. Like, I'm getting I'm getting a really weird thing here, but I'm gonna say it anyway because like the magician is fucking here, so like it's not completely out of nowhere. This feels like maybe, and again, this might sound really weird and really weirdly specific, so it's not gonna resonate with everyone, but this feels like maybe you have been in a scene where there is some sort of like spirituality involved or magic involved or like spells involved or like something along this theme or something like that. Like maybe your art has something to do with these things like magic or spirituality or whatever. And what I get from this is that you may have met people who were also into these things, but like not really in a good way. Like this feels like you may have met people who were like doing black magic and shit. Like I'm not gonna lie. Maybe you have exes who did black magic. Maybe you have exes who did black magic on you. Maybe you have exes who cursed you. Like I said, this is like very weirdly specific and it's not gonna resonate for everyone, but it feels kind of like maybe some of your difficulties and some of your difficulties in recognizing this person that the universe sent you basically, and maybe some of the difficulties or some of the difficulties in getting together with this person or communicating with this person or getting close to this person, maybe they are because someone did some black magic on you. Someone in your circle, or someone in your past circle, especially if this is like, if you have been in a community where like this spirituality and magic thing is like important or like widespread or whatever, like you might have some spells on you or something like that. And again, I'm not saying this lightly because I believe about 90% of people who think there are spells put on them are either manic or psychotic or schizophrenic. But in this case, I'm gonna say with the 10th house, the Leo, the Uranus, if you are an artist who has some level of fame, and if you've been working in a field where spirituality or magic is important, there might be an ex that you have, or there might be a close friend that you have who have been putting spells on you. And they don't want your best interest. They don't want it. And they somehow like disguise themselves from you. And like really this feels like it's either an ex or someone who is like very close to you and have been very close to you for a while now. I don't know. Okay, so on that very, very weird note, that is probably not going to resonate for a lot of people. I think I'm gonna close this reading out because that's basically all that's here. And with the colorless angel, the last thing is that this is also a card of like losing your zest for life, losing yourself, your happiness, feeling like you're maybe of depression a little bit, feeling like you don't really belong, feeling like you should be someone who is very talented, someone who is very special. Maybe that is also why the 10th house Leo Uranus came through. Someone very talented, very special. But at the same time, you feel like life is like draining out of you and you can't fulfill your highest potential. That also feels like something that could be like a thing here. And if it is, again, I can very, very, very strongly relate to this feeling. But anyway, that was your reading. I hope you liked it. I hope I could help. And If you did like it, then maybe see you in the next one. Bye. Hello and welcome, pile 3. You picked the Gilded Regret card. So right off the bat, there could be something here. Something about regretting something. Okay, let's get started. Let's see what the Saturn retrograde has in store for you. Okay, please tell me about pile 3 and their Saturn retrograde. Thank you. We have 3 of Swords in the reverse. Please tell me about pile 3 and we have the Magician. Please tell me about pile 3 and their... We have the Knight of Cups. Fuck. I already feel like all 3 readings are connected. Okay, please tell me more about pile 3 Saturn retrograde. Please tell me more about pile 3 Saturn retrograde. What will they learn? What do they have to learn through their Saturn retrograde? Please tell me more about pile 3 Saturn retrograde. Please tell me more about pile 3 Saturn retrograde. Please tell me more about pile... Thank you. King of Wands. Please tell me more about pile 3 Saturn retrograde. The Chariot. Yeah, and we have the Emperor and the fucking 4 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. This absolutely feels like it's connected with pile 1 and 2. So, if you felt drawn to pile 1 or pile 2 or both, maybe there are some messages in there for you, so maybe check them out. Jeez. Okay. Let's see. Please clarify the 3 of Swords in the reverse. Please clarify 3 of Swords in the reverse. Please clarify the 3 of Swords in the reverse. Please clarify the 3 of Swords in the reverse. Please clarify the 3 of Swords in the reverse. We have the sickle or the scythe. Okay. Please clarify the Magician. Please clarify the Magician. Thank you. We have the broom. Pile 1 had the broom in the exact same position as it is here. Knight of Cups, please clarify. Thank you. The stork and the bouquet. Yeah, this is romantic again. This is romantic. Please clarify the King of Wands. 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 Please clarify the... Thank you. The Rider. Yeah. Okay. Very nice. And the Chariot, please. Last but not least. Oh my god, that rhymed. Sorry. I hate accidentally rhyming. We have the Magic Lamp. Again, pile 1, the Magic Lamp was in the same spot as it is here. Okay, so we also have the Star at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. Okay, this is about healing. This is about healing and finding new love. Very, very, very obviously, that is what it seems. It seems like there is someone here. The basis of the entire thing that the reading starts out with is the 3 of Swords in the reverse and the scythe. Which means that you have been hurt in the past. You have been heartbroken in the past. You have had either very bad relationships or just very bad and painful relationships. Something that hurt you a lot. Maybe you have had relationships with abusive people. Maybe you've had relationships with bad people in general. With the Magician and the broom here, it almost feels like you... It almost feels like you kind of banished these thoughts of love and relationships and happiness into the back of your mind for fear of them not coming true, or for fear of them backfiring. Like this feels like it's something like this is talking about fights with other people. This is talking about sometimes misunderstandings, but mostly just disagreements. So it feels like you'd rather just live a relationship in your head and not bring it into reality for fear of it not working out. But with the Knight of Cups here, sorry. So with the Knight of Cups here and the stork and the bouquet, this is something that's about to change. Like this is it seems like it's finally changing. I'm getting a very specific scenario with this magician and the broom as well. Like maybe there is someone, specifically someone, who you might feel some regret in connection with. There might be some specific someone who you are like, it feels like you're like manifesting this person. Like maybe you're like trying to do like manifestation, like thinking about them, or like maybe even spell work or something of the sort. Like it feels like you're kind of trying to like attract them with your thoughts or something like that. But you're only manifesting them and not really doing anything in the 3D, in the reality, because you're afraid that if you do, this person is gonna cuss you out. This person is gonna be like, this person is gonna start a fight with you. Or you're afraid that this person is going to fight with you or will not be agreeable, is what I'm getting here. And so you'd rather just kind of sort of try to manifest this in thought instead of doing anything about it, which is big shock. Not gonna work, because nothing works that you don't put energy into. And putting energy into thinking about it is not the same thing as actually doing something about it. Okay, so with the Knight of Cups and the stork and the bouquet, like I said, obviously there is like a huge shift here, especially with the King of Wands and the Rider, like, and the Chariot and the Magic Lamp. Like this is a huge ass fucking shift, like right down the middle of the fucking reading. Right down the middle of the fucking reading. So what this Saturn retrograde is gonna bring to you is that this situation is finally going to fucking shift, and you're finally going to fucking be in your power. You might be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Stellium, chart ruler, and the male is what I'm getting here. Like you're finally gonna be in your power and like your King of Wands energy, where you go after what you want, where you don't just passively wait for something to happen. You don't just passively think about things that you want and wait for them to come to you. No, you're gonna be active about this. You're gonna fucking go after what you want. You're gonna fucking be proactive. You're gonna be doing the things that need to be done, and you're gonna be like Rider is often about messages, but it is also about passion. It is also about desire. It is also about an inspired action. It is also about something that is like it feels like you're gonna feel inspired to do something about this situation. You're gonna feel very inspired to do something about this situation, and if you're in no contact with this person, which you might be, then you're definitely gonna start talking to them. You're definitely gonna start talking to them, and you're gonna talk to them about your feelings, is what I get here. You're gonna talk to them because Knight of Cups is like a love offer, basically. It's like a love offer. It's like going to someone and saying, hey, don't you wanna like come with me and like have a coffee at somewhere, and then maybe we could talk about our feelings or something like that. So that's like a Knight of Cups. Or the Knight of Cups is like writing someone a message about, hey, like you're very important to me, and I have like feelings for you, and blah 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 blah. So that's the Knight of Cups. And we also have the bouquet and the stork. The bouquet is basically the same fucking thing. It's a romantic gesture. It's like maybe you're gonna like give this person some sort of a gift. maybe there is something you're thinking about giving to this person, with the bouquet being here. And with the stork, that is also talking about partnerships, changes, and it could also talk about a move, and it could also talk about like travel. More so, stork is more so move than travel, but we also have the chariot here, which can also indicate travel. So I'm gonna say travel is a very possible thing here. So maybe you're like living far away from this person. Maybe you're like don't live very close to each other, and maybe you're gonna have to like travel to meet up or something like that. That's what I'm getting here. But what I'm also getting here is that this travel thing, like I'm getting a very specific scenario, but I'm getting that maybe you're like on a train. Maybe you're like on a train, or maybe you're like driving your car. And what I'm getting is that when you have agreed to meet up with this person, because that's what I see here with the Knight of Cups, the bouquet, everything here is what this is telling me, is that you're gonna ask them out and you're gonna meet up. And what I'm getting with this is that when you're on the way to the meeting, like either you're like sitting on a train, or like sitting on public transport, or you're like sitting in your car and going there, it's gonna feel like a dream. Like it's gonna feel like you don't even fucking believe that this is happening. Like it feels like you're gonna be there, you're gonna be on the way, and you're gonna have this thought that, oh my god, this is I never thought that this would happen. Like I never believed that this could happen. This is like my wildest dreams come true. This is like a wish come true. This is something I never dared believe could happen. That's the feeling I get with this, like that situation. Like you're sitting there traveling, and you think about this, and this is the thought and the feeling you get, like, oh my god, I can't believe that this is actually happening. I can't believe that this is actually happening. That's what I get with this. Okay, let's keep on going. So it seems like Saturn retrograde is going to bring you a meeting with someone, with this person. Yeah, Ace of Vessels. I feel like Ace of Cups here. This someone, the only thing I know for sure about them is that there is some sort of a regret that you feel about this person, but you're probably gonna know who I'm talking about, because this is something that you really wanted for a really, really long time, is what I'm getting. And this is something that is weighing very heavily on your mind. Like you're thinking a lot about this person. So I'm pretty sure you're gonna know who this is. Okay, let's keep on going. What else can you tell me about Pal 3's Saturn retrograde? What else is there coming in Pal 3 Saturn retrograde? What else can you tell me about Pal 3 Saturn retrograde? What else can you tell me about Pal 3 Saturn retrograde? What else can you... Oh, okay, we have the Star, we have the Knight of Swords, and we have the Fooless. That is the female version of the Fool card. Okay, so what I see here is that... Oh my god. Are you fucking kidding me? We also have the Fool. Yeah, so we have a pair of Fools. That reminds me of an Arcturus lyric. Oh my god, what was the song's name? Oh my god, I'm gonna have to like look for this, because for some reason this feels like it's important. I don't know why. Like Arcturus isn't even like a huge band that like everyone knows. But let's see what song it is. I know that I used to love that song. and I love the lyrics, and I want to read it for you. Oh, it's the evacuation codes deciphered. It's the evacuation codes deciphered song. And here's the part. Here's the part. The lyrics are two dried up bugs trapped in the same web, slimy slugs on a busy rainy highway. You and I are not lost without words. We can live again without rebirth. Two old drunks sharing the same cup, a pair of fools sailing where no winds blow, a band of burglars stealing traces from their own lost shoes. I really fucking loved this song when I was like a teenager. I still love this song. It's a really good one. And this was like my favorite part. And like the Fool and the Fooless coming out, like I have no idea why Arcturus has any sort of importance here. I absolutely have no idea. But with like the Fool and the Fooless, this is what it reminded me of, the pair of fools sailing where no winds blow. And I get like this with this whole thing, I get like this person is someone who is someone who matches your weird, is what I'm getting. Like you're an eccentric and a special person is what this feels like. And this person is also an eccentric and a special person. And the two of you are very a very good fit together. A very, very good fit together. Maybe you don't even know how good. But it really feels like it really feels like the two of you can be like your own weird selves together and not feel ashamed or anything. And I can tell you from experience that if someone matches your weird, that's like the best fucking feeling in the world. So that's what I get here. Like you both are eccentric, very special, very unique people, and you match each other as weird. But the message I'm getting with these cards, the original thing I wanted to say, before the Fooless and the Fool came out together. It's almost like you're two idiots being super happy with each other. That's what I get here. Okay, so the thing that came through was like the star. We had the star, the Knight of Swords, the Fooless, and the Fool. And with the star, again, this is something that you've been hoping for a really long time. I'm getting that this has been like your hope, your guiding star. It's almost like you kind of imagined yourself with this person in the distant future, or maybe you imagined yourself in like some sort of an ideal state, and in that ideal state you were together with this person, but it almost feels like it was always kind of like a distant dream, something that you didn't quite know how to bring into reality, and that is what is going to shift here. That is what is going to shift. Like you are no longer gonna be just oh my god, oh my god. Jesus. Okay. So what you're no longer gonna be doing is that look at this image. Like I don't want to be an asshole or anything, but like look at the person, and they're like holding that little vessel thing with the water coming out. What this is telling me is that you're no longer just gonna be jerking off thinking about this person. You're gonna actually go to this person, and you're gonna actually communicate with them, and you're gonna actually be honest with them and talk to them, And it feels like you're gonna be very fast about it. Like this feels like you're very, very inspired. Like the same thing with the writer, like I said before. It feels like you're very inspired to talk to this person, and you're very inspired to be communicative with this person, and the Knight of Swords is like the fastest knight in the entire deck. So I'm gonna say that this is probably going to be something that like happens very fast, something that is like gonna shift pretty soon and pretty fast, like I said. And then you're gonna feel like, oh my god, I have to talk to this person right now, and you're gonna go and talk to them because that's the Knight of Swords. And it feels like I've had this theme come up in another reading in the past, but it feels like with this specific situation, whatever happened between the two of you, you're gonna be the one who's going to need to take the first step. You're going to be the one who's going to need to take that first leap. You're the one who's going to need to contact this person first, or ask this person out on a date or something like that. And that is when, once you do that, that is when this person is also going to take the leap. And that is when this person, when they see that you want this, when they see that you're serious about this and you're like all in, you're serious about this, that is when they're gonna say that, yeah, they are too. It feels like I don't know what happened between the two of you, but it feels like this person needs to see you being it feels like this person needs to see you being serious about this. They need to see you being all in about this. They need to see you devoted to them, almost. Like they need to see that you're not like fucking around, you're not just saying shit, you're actually seriously going to be there for them, and you're actually seriously wanting to be together with them. It feels like this person needs to see that you're serious about this whole situation, and that is when this person is also going to say that, okay, then I am too. If you are, then I am too. But it feels like I don't know what happened. Like I said, maybe there was some sort of a falling out here, some sort of a, like, also indicated by the broom, there could have been some sort of a fight or a falling out or a disagreement with this person. And maybe this person, maybe that whatever happened, that made your person feel like you don't care as much about them as they do about you. And maybe that's why they need to see that you actually want this. They need to see you putting in the effort. They need to see you putting in the effort. And that's when they're going to say that, okay, I see you putting in the effort. I see you are serious about this. I see you really want this. Me too. Me too. I want this just as much as you do. But they're going to need to see you demonstrate that you are serious about this. And that's when they're going to also be like, okay, let's do this. Okay, let's fucking do this. All right. Anything else about Pal 3 and their Saturn retrograde? Anything else about? Fuck. Oh, we have the Two of Vessels, and this I'm not reading as the Two of Vessels. This is the Two of Cups. This is the Two of Cups. This is the fucking Two of Cups. Because vessels can be interpreted as cups. I usually don't do that, but in this situation, the Two of Vessels, I interpret this as the Two of Cups. This is the fucking Two of Cups. This is the fucking two of you getting together. That's exactly what this is. That's exactly what this is. Ooh, sex is gonna be good. Sex is gonna be good. It's gonna be very transformative. It's gonna be very good for your soul. It's gonna make you into a better version of yourself. It's gonna be exactly what you were dreaming about, and it's gonna finally make you feel like you're the man. It's gonna, because I feel like you're a male energy, especially with the King of Wands coming out. It's finally gonna make you feel like, yeah, you're the man here. You're the man. Like you're the best. Like you're fucking awesome. And like I said, it's going to take you out of it's going to take you out of an isolated energy. It's going to take you out of a lonely energy and into your best self, into your full transformation. The way I'm reading what I said is by looking at the bottom of the deck, and it's like basically telling me a story. The cards that came like one after the other. Like, it feels like this has been in the work for a while. Like, maybe you've been working on this relationship or figuring out what to do with this person for a while. Maybe you've had a plan for a while now. Or maybe this person has been working on trying to make this relationship work out between the two of you. And like I said, the sex is gonna be fucking amazing. It's gonna be fucking amazing. And it's gonna heal you. It's gonna be healing. It's gonna be very, 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 very healing. It's gonna be very transformative. This person is going to help you transform. This person is going to help you reach your full potential. And like I said, this is going to be like everything you ever wanted. Like, it's gonna be the wish fulfillment. It's gonna be everything you ever imagined it to be, and even better. And like I said, it's gonna make you feel like you're the man, like you're the guy, like you're the one with the biggest dick, or like whatever. Like, how do I put this? Like, you're the best, like you're awesome because you have this amazing person next to you, and they're gonna make you feel fantastic about yourself. And like I said, again, it's gonna be something that's going to take you out of your hermit energy. You might have Virgo in your chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, Stellium chart ruler. So you might be someone who isolates yourself a lot, or like you prefer to not be around people. It feels like it's gonna take you out of your self-isolating energy and into your energy of your authentic self, because the Ten of Vessels is the complete transformation. It's the complete transformation of when you went through all the shit, all the horrors, all the difficulty of healing yourself and fighting your own demons, and you end up coming out on the other side of the tunnel of the darkness and becoming who you were always meant to be. That's what I see here. That's what I fucking see here. That's what I fucking see here. Like, this relationship is gonna be an immense fucking level up. Like, I can't fucking even. King of Wands again, by the way. I can't fucking. Yeah, this is gonna be brutal. This is gonna be fucking brutal. And I don't know exactly what's gonna trigger the thing in you that's gonna make you act, because I don't see it here. It's very interesting because what I see in the beginning, like I said, the start of the reading is the Three of Swords in the reverse and the Scythe, and then the Magician and the Broom, and what that is talking about is basically your past hurt, your past pain, and all the healing you need to do, and all the times you've been hurt that makes you be too afraid to actually go after what you want or who you want, because the pain of heartbreak and the pain of being rejected or being in a bad relationship is like holding you back. But then suddenly in the middle of the fucking reading, the whole thing just takes a 180. And you're here, you're going to this person, you're talking to them, you're being honest with them, you're telling them about your feelings, you're giving them gifts, you're giving them attention, you're traveling to them if you need to. And I can't say what exactly will give you this change, because I don't see it indicated here. I don't see it indicated. I just see that suddenly it's just like fucking completely different. Your behavior is completely different. So what I'm getting here is that probably something in the Saturn retrograde that we're going through right now, probably something is going to hit you that's going to make this change possible. Okay. So let's see this deck. Please tell me more about Pal 3's Saturn retrograde. Please tell me more about Pal 3's Saturn retrograde. What else is about Pal 3's Saturn retrograde? I'm not gonna lie, by the way, all the pals feel connected here. All the pals feel connected here. What did I say? What did I fucking say? 180. 180 change. Change in direction. What the fuck? Okay. The changes you're experiencing are divinely directed by your newborn willingness to open your heart to love and our guidance. Are you fucking kidding me? What the fuck was I talking about? What the fuck was I talking about? You are protected now and in the future, so follow your path to the happy outcomes you desire. Fucking exactly. Fucking exactly. This change will come from you opening your heart to love and realizing that you are able to love, you deserve love, and that everything is in place for it to happen. Directed by your newborn willingness to open your heart to love. I can't. I fucking can't. That's how the change in direction is going to happen, I guess. Okay, anything else about... Oh, and there's another fucking stork on there. Are you fucking kidding me? There's another fucking stork on there. There's another fucking stork on there. Yeah, now it seems even more important that travel could be involved here. Like it seems like it's even more like important now, or it's like more confirmed. Okay, anything else about Pal 3 Saturn? Steady progress. We acknowledge you for the progress you've made in remembering love in your daily activities. We can clearly see the contribution you're making to the world through your thoughts, feelings, and actions of love. Okay, so what this is telling me is that start small. Start small. You don't have to look at this entire mountain concerning this this person or this connection, and you don't have to look at the entire thing and think about it like, oh my god, that's gonna be so difficult, that's gonna be so fucking impossible, so many things need to change, so many things I need to do, so many things are just not the way I want them to. Just don't do that. Don't. Just step by step by step. As long as you start and as long as you're moving, that's good enough. That's good enough. You don't have to figure out this entire thing by tomorrow. You don't have to. And you don't even have to fucking figure it out on your own, probably. If this is involving another person, which it is, probably this other person is going to help you figure out whatever the difficulty you have is. So what I see here is that slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady wins the race. You don't have to but this is like very, very weird because it feels like once you are at the breaking point, once you are at the change in direction, once that happens, things are going to be very fast. Like you're going to act very fast. You're going to have a lot of motivation to act very fast and to fix this entire situation or whatever this is. But it feels like meanwhile, while you're not at the point of the change yet, every little step matters. Every little step matters in taking yourself closer to this whole thing, is what I'm getting here. Like every little step of healing your past trauma, every little step of healing your past heartbreak counts. Everything. Every little time you are kinder to yourself than usual. Every little time you are more acknowledging of your own pain and your own emotions. Every little time you're not shoving your emotions down, but trying to feel through them and understand them. Every little step matters. That's what I get here. That's what I get here. Okay. Anything else about Pal 3's Saturn retrograde, please? Anything else about Pal 3's Saturn retrograde? Anything else about Pal 3's Saturn retrograde, please? Anything else about Pal 3's Saturn retrograde, please? Anything else about Pal 3's Saturn retrograde? Okay. We have giving and receiving. The entire universe operates in cycles similar to your inhalations and exhalations. We When you only exhale, give, or only inhale, receive, you become out of rhythm with the universe. For optimal health, energy, and replenishment, balance each inhalation in your life with an exhalation. So, what this gets, what this gives me is that maybe in this relationship with this person, the reason they are a little bit hesitant in the beginning, because like I said, you are going to have to make the first move. You're going to have to make the first step, because this person is a little bit hesitant about you. And I think the reason they are hesitant is maybe there was an unequal give and take in the relationship. Like maybe you took more from this person, or maybe this person gave more than you gave. And now this person doesn't want to get into that trap again. Like I'm getting a very specific message again. Like maybe this person, maybe your person, was toxic in this relationship with you. Like maybe they were maybe they had toxic behaviors, not necessarily toxic behaviors that hurt you. I'm getting that they more had toxic behaviors that hurt them. And it feels like now they are aware of these behaviors, they are aware of these things that they tend to do, and the reason they are cautious with you is that they don't want to fall back into the same patterns of like overgiving, because this person feels like maybe they overgave a lot, and they were very they were like not paying enough attention to their own needs and to their own dignity. That's what I'm getting here. And again, if this is the case, I also feel like this person does not blame you for this. Like what I get with this person is that they don't blame you for not giving enough. They blame themselves for giving too much. Like they understand that it is their responsibility. It is their responsibility what they do. And they understand that it was their responsibility that they gave too much to you, and that you were under no how do I put this? Like you were not required to give them back just because they gave to you. Like they understand that you were under no pressure or no requirement to reciprocate. They understand that they gave on their own accord, and you had every right to not give back, because you don't have to give back to someone if you don't want to. You don't have to give to someone who you don't want to give to, even if they give you a lot. You don't necessarily have to. You don't have to feel like you're in someone's debt. You don't have to feel like you're in someone's debt. And they acknowledge this. They acknowledge that they overgave to you, and they are angry at themselves for overgiving, not at you for not giving back, because they acknowledge that you didn't have to give back, because it was their responsibility to give. It was their responsibility. And it feels like you didn't give back, and they learned that it is like futile, or they learned that this is like a toxic behavior that they sometimes do, that they give a lot to people who don't give back to them, and like they specifically choose people who don't give back to them. And I feel like the hesitation with this person that I sense, it's not like a huge hesitation, by the way. It's a hesitation and it's there, but it's like not overwhelming. It's not like a big deal. Like I said, if once you show that you are serious about this whole thing, they're gonna pretty much reciprocate right away. So it is a hesitation, but it's not a huge hesitation. And I feel like the hesitation comes from the fact that you didn't give back to this person. And like I said, this person doesn't feel like it was your fault. This person feels like it was their fault for not recognizing it earlier and giving as much as they did. Maybe they even recognized that they subconsciously wanted to make you feel like you're in their debt or something. So like I said, yeah, there was like some kind of a toxic behavior here on this person's part. but it was a toxic behavior that they overcame since then. And that's why they are hesitant, because they don't want to start this toxic behavior again. And they want to be sure that this time you actually want them to be around. And it's not just going to be them like forcing themselves upon you or something like this. That's what I'm getting. Like, that's what I'm getting. Because yeah, it feels like this person was always like contacting you, was always like looking for you, was always like wanting to talk to you, and you didn't really care. You didn't really care. And again, I'm not saying this to make you feel bad about yourself. And I think this person knows that too. This person feels like they know that too, that you are under no obligation to like do anything. So so what this feels like is that this person wanted to be around you more than you wanted to be around them. And because of that, they are not going to they're not going to try to be around you again, because they don't want to force themselves upon you, and they want it to be your decision if you want them around or not. Because they want to be around you, but it seemed in the past that you didn't want them to be around you. So now they are not gonna come back and do this shit again. And that's why you need to like prove to them first that you actually do want them to be around. You do want them to be around. That's why you like have to tell this person like yes, I do want you to be around. I'm sorry for whatever happened in the past or for whatever reason I didn't want you around or didn't act like I wanted you around. Like there's something in this, there's something like that. And this person, it feels like they had to like recognize that you were like not good for their self-esteem, almost like it feels like they would like do this shit over and over and over again, and they would like basically go into like self-destruct mode or something like that. Like how do I put this? Like they were like stuck on this rejection, and they were like how do I put this? This is so difficult to put into words. It's like they realized that they were going back again and again and again and again to be punched in the face. And they realized that that is a very fucking unhealthy behavior on their part. And that it's not your issue, it's their issue. If you want something from them, that is an entirely different thing. That is an entirely different thing, because then, yes, it is your issue that you did not act like you wanted this person around, and yes, it is kind of a dick move to pull, but what I get with this person is that they no longer believe that you want anything from them. They don't believe that you care about them at all, is what I'm getting, because this person recognized their pattern, healed their pattern, and now they are in the belief that you rejected them because you don't want anything from them. But based on this spread, that is very far from the truth. So if you want this person to know that you want something from them, then you're gonna have to go ahead and tell them, and you're gonna have to go ahead and put in the effort. And that's when this person is going to be able to put in the effort again, when they see that you actually care, because this person thinks that you don't. This person thinks that you don't care. Okay. So it seems like this was like a huge ass fucking misunderstanding. Like, I don't know why you didn't give back to this person. I don't know what happened here. It was probably due to your past heartbreak. It was probably due to your past trauma. And I'm not saying that you're like a bad person because of this, because I know exactly how shitty that can be when like past wounds like stop us from doing things that we want, or like seeing things the way we want. So I'm like not trying to make you feel bad about yourself, but your behavior did alienate this person to the point where they think that you don't care about them at all. So like I said, if you want to fix this, then and it seems like you will, because that's what I see in the fucking spread. So yeah, if this is gonna be only gonna be fixed by you acting. This is only gonna be fixed by you taking the responsibility for what went wrong. And this person, like I said, has already taken responsibility for what has went wrong. Like if you're gonna go to this person and talk about what the two of you fucked up, this person is not going to pretend like they didn't fuck up anything. Like this person is going to be super honest about what they fucked up, because they are aware that they also fucked up a bunch of things in your connection. Okay, so that's what I'm getting. Let's see this one. Please tell me more about Pal 3 Saturn Retrograde. Please tell me more about Pal 3 Saturn Retrograde. Thank you. We have Chiron, healing. Yeah, healing. Healing yourself and also healing this connection together with this person. That's what I'm getting. Okay, anything else about Pal 3's Saturn Retrograde? 6th house, routine. Again, I'm getting Virgo energy. You might have some Virgo energy in you or in your chart, or this person could. 6th house routine. Okay, what else about Pal 3's Saturn retrograde? What else about Pal 3's Saturn retrograde? What else about Pal 3's Saturn retrograde? Have I said before that this feels connected to Pal 1 and 2, by the way? It really does. So if this resonates, maybe you want to watch both Pile 1 and 2. 9th house, faith. Okay, anything else about? Thank you. We have 12th house, escape. Okay, we have a lot of houses. And we have Leo, I will. So someone here might be a Leo. Remember that you came out as the King of Wands. Fire sign energy, so you might be a Leo. Sun, moon, rising, stellium chart ruler. Okay. So with this I feel like with the 12th house, the 9th house, and the 6th house, this feels again very similar to what I had in Pile 1 and 2. I think maybe it was in Pile 1, I think, with the Astro dice, where I got Taurus and 7th house. I think it was Pile 1. But what I feel with this is that with 12th house and 9th house, faith and escape, respectively. Like 12th house says escape, 9th house says faith. With this, what I'm getting is that this whole situation with this person has been like, again, like I'm getting the same energy like I did for the other two piles. So with this, I'm getting that this person is like, this whole situation with this person has been like something that, like, again, it's heavily on your mind. That's one thing, but it's something that you've been really thinking about a lot. It's something that you've been hoping for a lot. It's something that you thought would never come. It's something that you thought was just a fantasy, something that was just inside your head. And it had it had like a connection to like dreams. Maybe you dream a lot about this person. Maybe they appear in your dreams. Maybe this was some sort of an escape for you to think about this person and like escape from everyday life. But it also has to do something with like faith, something with spirituality. Like maybe this could indicate you watching like tarot readings on this person, or like there's a Ouija board there, there's some palmistry here, like maybe there's some sort of a spiritual thing that you did in connection with this person. Like I said in the beginning, the Magician seemed like manifesting. Like maybe you were like trying to think this person back into your life. That is possible. But there is some sort of a faith involved here, some sort of a belief involved here. This feels like a very mystical, spiritual energy. This feels like, yeah, this feels like a very mystical and spiritual energy. And that next to the 6th house, which is routine, which is everyday, which is like I said, the shit you do every day. It's like what's normal for you, like routine. This feels like, again, pulling this dreamy Neptunian Pisces energy down into reality. This feels like making this dream, making this this fantasy into a reality, and having it actually with you in the everyday. having them actually. So what I feel here is that you've been like fantasizing a lot about this person, and maybe you feel like you are like spiritually connected. Again, that came up in both pile 1 and pile 2 especially. And it feels like this feeling of like mysticism, spirituality, magic, intuition, whatever this is, whatever you want to call it, is being pulled down into the everyday reality. So it's like instead of always thinking about this person and always dreaming about this person and always fantasizing about this person, you're gonna finally have them literally in the mundane everyday life that you have. Like this feels like you've been like imagining yourself with this person talking blah blah blah, and after this whole shift will happen, which seems to be that it's gonna happen throughout your Saturn retrograde, like throughout the Saturn retrograde. I think it's gonna end around December or January, not 100% sure. But throughout the Saturn retrograde is when this change is gonna happen, and then you're literally gonna have all the boring, mundane shit in your life shared with this person. Like all the shit you've like imagined and dreamed about is gonna be there for you when you, I don't know, when you wake up in the morning and your breath smells like cat puke and their breath smells like cat puke as well, and when you, I don't know, have diarrhea and you need this person to pass you a roll of toilet paper or when you go shopping in a supermarket and you're like kind of trying to not forget the shopping list that you have, or like totally mundane everyday things like that. That's what this feels like. Like you're gonna have this person in your mundane, everyday, normal, boring life, and it's gonna make your life not boring. It's gonna make your life, this feels like this person is going to bring this feeling of magic, this feeling of spirituality, this feeling of excitement into your everyday life. Like it's not gonna be boring. It's not gonna be boring with this person. It's not gonna be boring. It's gonna feel like this magical something is like there with you every single day, and it's gonna be your everyday life. This magic is gonna become your everyday life. That's what I'm getting with this. That's what I'm getting with this. Okay, next deck. What else can you tell me about Pal 3 Saturn retrograde? What else can you? Thank you. We have Tanzanite, ready to love again. I can't make this up. I can't fucking make this up. I can't fucking make this up. Ready to love again. You've healed from the past enough to open your heart to new love. What the fuck was I talking about? What the fuck was I talking about? I can't make this. I can't fucking make this shit up. I can't fucking make this shit up. Okay. Anything else for Pal 3? Thank you. We have Sodalite. Socialize or join in. Make healthy and supportive new friendships and connections by getting involved with a group of like-minded people. This tells me more things, more than one things. That sounded really stupid. So I have more than one interpretations of this. First of all, if you felt connected to Pal 2 and Pal 1, especially in Pal 2, I think it came out that the viewer could have some, and when I cut the deck, I got clear negativity. Fuck. Yeah. So in Pal 2, it came through, if it resonates, like, check it out, that the viewer might have some toxic friends, some bad people around them. And that's the first thing I get with this, is that take a good fucking look at your friend group, but also don't allow yourself to feel like you're isolated. Like, don't isolate yourself, because with this and the Hermit, this feels like your isolation is self-inflicted. It feels like, even if you don't know about it, even if you do it subconsciously, you always feel like you don't belong. You always feel like people are just too different than you. You always feel like you're alone. And this is telling you to, like, recognize that pattern and realize that that's actually fucking bullshit. You belong wherever the fuck you want to belong. And you can socialize with whoever you want to socialize with, so that's something that's also coming through. But it's also coming through to socialize with this specific person. like get to know this person better. Get, like, closer with this person. Like, maybe at first you're gonna be like friends for a while, because we saw that there was this like apprehension with this person. Like, maybe you're gonna be like close friends for a while at first, or something like that. But this is like, yeah, telling me to, or telling you to go, like, socialize with this person specifically as well. Okay, anything else about Pal 3's Saturn retrograde? Anything else about Pal 3's Saturn retrograde? Yeah, we have something here. Aqua Aura. Healthy communication in relationships. Heart-to-heart discussions and clear, assertive communication help you understand and be understood. Talk to this fucking person and be honest about what you feel, and be honest about what happened. You can talk to this person about the shit that happened, because this person is mature enough to understand that they also have a huge role to play in it. Like I said before, this person is not gonna pretend like it was all your fault. They're not, because they're aware that it's not. That they were fucking stupid. They did stupid things. They made mistakes. They were toxic. And they are completely aware of this, and they just want to stop being toxic. And they don't want to make you feel like it is all your fault, whatever happened. They're going to take responsibility, and you can also take responsibility for your own problems and for your own part in this whole situation. Because that's what healthy communication is. That's what a healthy relationship is. Everyone taking responsibility for their part of what's going on, and not invalidating the other person's feelings, and not making themselves out to be like completely blameless or anything. Remember that even if you have like a fight with this person, like we had the broom here, even if you have like a disagreement or a fight with this person, remember one thing: you are not against each other. Like if you have a fight with this person, you're not like enemies. It's not like you versus them. No, it's you and them together versus the problem. That's what a healthy relationship looks like. That's what healthy communication looks like. Like, you both wanna like get rid of a problem, or you both wanna understand a problem, or you both wanna understand what happened. And it's not about whose fault is it, because it doesn't fucking matter. We are not fucking 5 years old. And this person knows this. Like you are like, fully grown adult mature people, and you both can take responsibility for what has gone wrong, or at least this person can. This person absolutely can, and will probably expect you to take responsibility as well, because that's what's healthy. That's what's healthy. And it's never against one another. It's never against one another. It's always against a problem, and it's always that the two of you are fighting together, not each other, not against each other, together, to make things better for the both of you, to reach a compromise, to reach a state where it's good for the both of you. That's the point. Okay. Anything else for Pal 3 and their Saturn retrograde? Anything else for Pal 3 and their Saturn retrograde? I'm not really feeling this deck anymore. Let's go into the last one. And after that, I'm gonna do the Astro Dice and I'm gonna let you go. Okay, let's see. We have, do I know all my strengths and am I using them? What the fuck, I can't read. So, do I know all my strengths and am I using them? And it says, we all have superpowers, but it's up to us to uncover them. When we live and lead with our strengths, we are able to show up in our zone of genius. This inspires others to do the same. Today's soul action. Ask yourself, how can I use one of my soul's gifts today to contribute to this open and ready world? Okay. So I'm gonna be honest, I'm not 100% sure how this connects. I feel like maybe there is something you're very good at. Maybe there's something you're very good at that this person appreciates, and that will make it easier to reconcile with this person. And the next card is, am I willing? And it says, you are on the edge of something great. Can you feel it? Yes, there is risk, uncertainty, and imperfections ahead. Failure is certain and vulnerability is a requirement. You must be brave and trust yourself more than ever before. You will reach the dream, but you must stretch yourself into a whole new level of belief and willingness in order to move forward with courage. Today's soul action. Be brave. Follow your heart's compass and lift the lid on your dreams. Today's mantra, it's possible. Yeah, it's possible. Like everything you imagined with this person. Everything. It's possible. It's absolutely fucking possible. And it's just waiting for you to grab it. It's just waiting for you to claim it. It's waiting for you to recognize your own power. It's waiting for you to recognize your own strength. It's waiting for you to recognize your own value and understand that, yeah, you deserve this. You absolutely do. It's not too good to be true. It's not too good to be true. You deserve it. And even with this, it's talking about superpowers. So, again, maybe you need to be more in tune with what you're good at. Like maybe you like sleep on yourself a little bit. Maybe you like overlook your talents too much or something like that. But like I said, I'm also getting with this is that maybe there's something you're really good at and something that this person likes, and maybe if you like use that whatever you're good at to like get closer to this person, or like give them some kind of a gift, because we saw the bouquet here. Like, I don't know, maybe you're like a painter and you like make them a painting or something along those lines, or like something like that is what I'm getting. Like that could be a good thing to lead with here. It could be a good thing to lead with. Okay, let's get the Astro Dice. Please tell me about Pal 3 and their Saturn retrograde. Please tell me about Pal 3's Saturn retrograde. Okay, we have second house, Taurus, and North Node. Okay. So, again, with second house in Taurus, I'm literally getting the same message. The second house is also talking about the body, but it's also talking about everyday things. It's also talking about your reality, things that surround you, things that you own. Second house is talking about ownership. Second house is talking about, I don't know, money, things like that as well. And Taurus is also the traditional ruler of the second house. So what I'm reading with this is that you might have Taurus placements. But what I'm reading with this, a North Node is like literally your life's purpose. It's literally your destiny. So what I'm seeing here is that it's basically like again, it's gonna sound stupid, but it seems like it's like written in the stars that you're going to have this person in your life. And if you can use your Taurus energy, the same fucking thing came through in like pile 1, I believe. It also had a Taurus in the dice. I feel like if you use your Taurus energy, like your unstoppable, fixed earth, stubborn, I do what I want kind of energy to bring this person into your life, then you're gonna be able to have this person in your life. It feels like I said, it feels like all the piles are connected, and like I said, the same thing is coming through as it did with pile 1. Is like you need to use your Taurus energy to like bring this person into your life. You need to be active in this situation, and you need to be stubborn, and you need to be like not unstoppable. You need to have a strong willpower, and these things are all there within you. And it is even more obvious with the King of Wands being here. The King of Wands is someone who is going after what they want. And that's what I get, that this is the energy that you need to be in order to make this whole thing a reality, this whole destiny that you have with this person. Because with the 9th house fate, with the 12th house escape, and now with the fucking North Node, I cannot say that this is not destined. I cannot say that you don't have a spiritual connection of some sort with this person, which is the exact same fucking thing that came through in especially pile 2, but also in pile 1. So I think that's about it. I feel like I just did 3 readings for the same fucking person, and I feel like I was a fucking parrot, and I just said the same things over and over and over and over again. But anyway, I think I'm gonna stop there. So I hope I could help. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and if you did, then maybe I'll see you next time. Bye.